Yeah.
Oh my god, Claude, I just started streaming.
Yeah.
What you up to, Boo?
Don't call me that.
I'm calling you Boo, I'm sorry, it's too late.
I'm leaving.
Oh, come back please, I'm so alone. I'm so alone!
Who else is online? Let's get Skylar in here. Let's get Solange in here.
Yeah. Get everybody in here. Am I coming through okay?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna play Inkadoo. What you been up to today, friend?
Not a whole lot. I went to work like a functioning adult. Came home, and played a little bit EDF, and then that's it. Now I'm here.
Which EDF?
4.1.
Oh, nice. That's Skylar?
Go on, Skylar. Yes, it
Hey,
is.
Skylar. Skylar, you're on stream.
Okay.
It's okay though, it's an Undernight in-birth stream, so you know nobody's watching.
So only I am watching. I actually think I have fun to check to see how many people will follow.
Man, I can like not hear you at all.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's echoey, but you're also quiet.
Well, I'm echoey because I'm in the study room, which is like a fucking cavern. Like my voice actually naturally echoes in here. It's very weird.
Spooky.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just in here because that's why I was talking quietly, because I feel like I'm very loud when I'm speaking from along in this room. Yeah, I'm just doing some homework. This advanced macro is fucking hard. Like, it's hard enough to the point where I don't actually have to take this class.
Yeah.
I'm taking it because I want to, so I might actually just drop it. Because it is.
What are you, some kind of fucking nerd?
Yeah, it's not like the homework was. It's actually got me fucked up because like I've had this teacher or professor twice before, and I've done pretty well in his class, and I've kind of known he's a hard professor, but I've like done well in his previous classes. But like this is like several orders of magnitude harder than like any class I've done. And it's fucked up, dude.
What's the name of the class again?
Advanced macroeconomic theory.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, George? You're on stream.
Bye, George.
Oh, well, fuck. I'm working.
Then George died.
Yeah. You and George died.
That's it. That was the end of George.
Yep.
I think he wanted to escape the conversation that was happening in politics.
Oh, what the fuck was happening in politics?
Alright. Did anyone hear what I said?
I'm checking.
Oh.
No, you died.
You like instantly roboted out and died.
How far back is? I see a bunch of paragraphs that make me not want to read.
Literally just don't.
I don't know you.
Well, can I at least get the topic?
We're talking about Kaepernick.
Yeah, Kaepernick.
Catherine?
Kaepernick.
Oh, Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
What? That
Fuck?
George, you're at work. George is at work, isn't he?
Oh, I thought that was like someone was playing Counter Strike. Fucking. Okay, you guys. That reminds me. Did you guys hear that voice? What do you call it? Voice chat in a lot of games has been disabled from Russian servers because a new law passed in Russia that requires you, like the game person, if your game has voice chat, you have to record up to a year's worth of all voice chat communication in the game in a server that you own yourself.
Jesus.
So like everyone is like, well, that's impossible. We can't afford to have a server just for all these Russian voice chat logs. So we're just gonna disable it.
It's also just going to be full of sukabriet. I mean, so why even bother?
Exactly. So yeah, so like League of Legends recently disabled everything. They announced that I think League of Legends was the first one that announced it, but I saw another game that did it as well. And I remember people were saying that for League that it would be like, oh, is it because they're so toxic? But no, it's actually because of the law, because of a recent law that passed.
Damn.
So yeah, so like rip Russian voice chat memes, I guess.
Dude. I love how the fucking what's it called? The ranking system in Undernight is just called RIP. The RIP points.
Yeah, rip points. I have no idea what it stands for.
Rank in Poutine.
Yeah. It's probably I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never played ranked because I don't think people use ranked in that game at all.
Actually, I'm playing ranked right now, and I've had 0 problems with finding people.
Maybe I'm just way too lazy to wait for people playing ranked, so I just go to the lobbies instead.
I literally like started ranked, waited in training mode, and found somebody within the first 2 seconds, and now I'm getting my ass kicked by a Seth. So that's nice.
Seth players, I'm pretty sure they don't have brains.
Well, I'm playing Enkidu, so I mean, it's not much better.
No, Enkidu is like, you gotta have a big brain to play Enkidu because he's really bad.
Nah, Enkidu's fun. He's not bad.
No, Enkidu is like the worst character in the game.
No, he's not. Shut up. He's great.
Like, I mean,
and I
he's
love
really
him.
cool. I think he's really cool, and I like his moves. His design is great. I really like the way he looks. His moves are cool. But he is, like, widely considered to be the worst character in the game.
No,
As far as, like,
it's
tier lists
fine.
go.
It's fine.
That should actually probably really hard for Enkidu because, like, Seth can just...
Yes, I know exactly what Seth can do. I'm being teleported.
No, he doesn't. Like, he can't teleport you.
Or no, I'm sorry. I'm not being teleported. He is just teleporting everywhere.
So the worst part about fighting Seth is the fucking orbs. Like, if you're playing a Seth player and they're not using the orbs, you're not actually fighting Seth. You're fighting like half of Seth. If they're setting the orbs down, that's it. Then you just give up.
Well,
Seth for cross tag battle when?
never. I mean, probably eventually, but like not right now. Please. Is Enkidu in fucking cross tag?
No, he's
Well,
not.
Well, he doesn't.
He probably would actually be good in cross tag as well. I feel like you could pretty easily put his moveset in there.
Oh, my match was. Right now, I am literally just fighting against a Lin bot until my next match.
Why you gotta beat up my main? What's up with that?
Specifically because you were a cunt and was like, hey, I'm gonna just play my main against the guy who's literally never played the game. So now
weird sexual rage thing he has.
Basically, yeah. So now I have to.
I really just think that he likes beating up little girls.
Why would it?
That makes me feel bad because I believe that. I do believe you'd go to like the elementary schools or middle schools and bully the children.
I wouldn't bully
James,
them.
Who do you use
I would
as
eat them.
dummy in Persona Arena?
Wait, what?
Who did you use as the training dummy in Persona 4 Arena?
I never played. Well, I played Persona 4 Arena, but I didn't really play Persona 4
Who
Arena.
did you use as the training dummy in Ultra Street Fighter 4?
I don't think I picked any specific character because I didn't play Persona 4 Arena like that.
What about Ultra Street Fighter 4?
Ultra Street Fighter 4, I also did not just pick a character. I would play Evil Ryu, and then I would just like go in random.
Evil Ryu, huh?
I feel like that's
Yeah,
weird.
Evil Ryu, and it's exactly because of Daigo. Love Daigo, man. Daigo's what got me into fighting games.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, for me, actually, yeah.
James really likes his goatee.
He really likes men.
Alright, so now, when you're playing against, who are you playing against now? Or it's just a bot?
No, I'm playing against an Akatsuki. I'm playing against a Nazi.
Akatsuki. I
Yeah.
thought it was funny on the podcast that they were talking about the Super Best Friend cast, because that's what they came to say the podcast. It's pretty broad. They were talking about Akatsuki BlizzCon, and they were saying that it's unfortunate there's no easy to say version of the name of the game.
But-
And everyone's like,
but-
people don't know what to call it because its name is, a Japanese word, a German word. But what's funny is there actually is a fan name for it that is easy to say. It's Jew Puncher.
But you can't say that though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm playing some Jew Puncher.
Hey,
Nick said it works.
Oh, I fucking veiled off, and then, like, but he pulled out a projectile, and I'm mid veil, and and it fucking killed me. I thought I was invincible during that.
Oh no, you are not. You are not invincible. I think you might be invincible during the part where you're like charging it up, but I don't remember. Because you can hold
I
it
got it
down.
because it's on sale, and like I heard good things before. Have either of you guys played Odin Sphere?
No.
Yes, I have. I played a lot of the remake, which like the little days or whatever the fuck it's on PS4.
The weird long Germany. Yeah, I just started it. I'm not playing it right now. 'Cause I wanna turn off my brain and play something. But what do you think of it?
Putting off beating it. I have beaten the first 3 campaigns. I think I beat Gwen. What's her name? What's her face? The main character girl, Guinevere, I think. No, can't remember her name. The first girl,
No.
Hey,
It's
what's
the-
up? You're on stream.
the first Valkyrie girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
gross.
Yeah.
It's been too long. And then
What are
I
you
did,
streaming?
Undernight in Birth EXE latest.
Oh, to your 0 watchers?
Yeah,
That wouldn't change no matter what he was playing.
yeah. No, maybe if he streamed Fortnite, he'd have like 4 people watching.
Nah,
I
because he'd be
believe
so
if James
bad at
had-
Fortnite.
If James was like able to get an advanced copy of DMC5, he still wouldn't get main viewer.
Damn.
No, see, there's because people watch that guy. That guy's like leaked a video where he doesn't know how to play a video game. And he like died a bunch of times. So people watch that, and James has played DMC3 before, so.
Oh, if you want to see some embarrassing shit about people dying a couple times, watch like IGN has some exclusive footage of Mega Man 11. Watch that. Holy fuck.
Yeah, through. I killed him with
Oh.
a throw.
Solange posted something in anime for you, Claude.
I'm scared.
Anyway, Claude, fucking. I think I posted a different version of this meme already, which is Griffith's face with the quote behind
Oh,
it.
well, I mean, I don't give a shit about you,
Yeah,
Skylar.
I already did that.
Damn.
You
guys are
pedo
late.
bitch.
You guys are
Damn.
late.
Damn.
Wow. Just
I
gonna
don't
call
care.
this man out live on stream?
I don't care. You guys, at least I'm on time with my news. That's all I gotta say.
What was that?
I
Oh,
didn't
said,
hear that last part.
at least I'm on time. At least my memes are relevant to time, and I'm the first. You guys can't say I'm derivative of anything.
What?
Anyway, let's talk about Odin Sphere, right? So yeah, I
Yeah.
played and beat the first 3 campaigns. That's like the girl that flies, the Valkyrie girl. It's the fucking rabbit
Yeah.
guy
I don't know-
with the sword.
I don't really know any of the characters except for those two. Cause
Yeah,
like
those-
I had an interest in this when like I don't know. I think like I saw 1 or 2 videos because I didn't even know like it existed. I think it was around the time I was like fiending for a game from Vanillaware before they announced Dragon's Crown, and I was like, hey, this exists. I was like, oh, this is still full price for some reason. All right, I'll wait for a price drop, and the price never dropped, and I just saw it on sale this week.
Yeah. So I've beaten the first 3 bits, and the game is really good. I think that's really well done. Like, beat 'em up. Like it is still like, because it's 3 different campaigns with 3 different characters, you can still like go through the same kind of map sets a lot. They aren't like the exact same like layout of the area, but it is still like they reuse the same tile sets for every character. Sometimes the characters will have like a unique tile set for like the end or the beginning of a level, of like their campaign or whatever. But yeah, I mean the game is really good. From what I understand, there's like huge changes over the original version that like make it like way more fun to play. Like making like spells easier to use. You don't have, so there isn't like a more restrictive like mana system, I think, anymore. It's like they're way easier to use now. And it's also like because of that change, it's easier to level up. It's like you level up in the game by eating food, not by fighting enemies.
I remember,
So,
like, cause I just got to that. Like, I all I did was the like tutorial section because I was like, I'm gonna actually invest some time in this when I like really am able to buckle down and focus on it.
And so like and so you like farm food in the game to level up, and then you use like certain kinds of currency to buy like premium food that'll level you up a lot as well. And like that stuff is really like easy and understandable. I like this. I actually like the system a lot. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. And the combat feels great. Like,
It does.
Even like, because I think every character has a different playstyle entirely. Like the fairy girl, Mercedes, is like a fucking, she's a shmup character.
Oh boy, another Kotsky.
You don't even have like a melee weapon for her thing. She just fights entirely with the crossbow. So you like fly around and shoot dudes like a shmup. That's kind of cool. And, like, you know. They're all pretty fun to play. I haven't done the story mode for the sword guy, like the angry sword boy. His name I forget.
Is he an edgelord?
Sort of. He's not an angry edgelord, like he's gonna kill all the guys. He's like the stoic, like brooding edgelord. But he was fine in what's her face story mode. The first girl, his name I keep forgetting. Odin's daughter.
Gwen something.
Gwendolyn?
Yes.
I want to say because I know her like. I don't know.
Is it Gwendolyn or is it Guinevere? I think it's Gwendolyn. I don't know. Yeah, her. He's fine in her story mode. I didn't mind him. Oscar is his name, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, that yeah, he's okay. I surprisingly liked the rabbit dude's story mode. That one was fun. And then I've heard that Oscars and Velvets are both good. Velvet looks pretty fun to play. He has like the whips and shit. So,
don't know shit about shit.
Yeah.
Like, I've not even one from the normal thing of where like I was so hyped about a thing, I keep away from it. It's just I have waited for so long, and I have actively forgotten everything I knew. So it's like, all right, basically something else to do.
So what are you guys actually talking about?
Odin Sphere. So there's a remake of it. It was an old PS2 game. It's made by the guys that made like Dragon's Crown and Muramasa. So it's like basically it's a 2D beat 'em up with RPG elements that has like very beautifully drawn 2D hand drawn 2D art. That's like the style of game the company makes.
So not my type of thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and also what's really cool about it is there's the 5 character campaigns, and then when you beat all 5 of them.
Wait! Don't tell me anything.
Well, I don't know what it is at all. I just know that it exists, and
I remember the Clemps video. And he mentioned after the 5 things, he put an explicit spoiler warning in it. So I don't want to know anything after the 5 things.
I don't know at all about what it is. I just know that the story mode is
I'd like to just stop right there.
Okay.
Claude, he clearly doesn't know. He doesn't know what the fuck it is. He just knows that there is a thing.
Yeah, like,
I'm sure if you let him finish that sentence, he would just say, "Oh, there's a thing."
I wasn't gonna say what it was. I just wanted to iterate that something does exist. Like that there is like a 6th campaign after you do the 5 campaigns. That's just what I wanted to say.
It's like saying, "Oh, in the near games, there's a true ending." Like, yeah, the fucking duh, Claude.
Again, I have no idea what it is myself because I haven't beaten the.
James, shut the fuck up.
No.
So I don't even know what it is.
Yeah,
myself.
you're being fucking weird about like a not spoiler thing.
I already acknowledged when I said, "Hey, I saw a Clem's video. I know there's 5 things a thing afterwards," meaning I knew the point I was going to. So I was like, "Let's just stop right there."
No.
Also, bringing up Nier is like the worst example you could possibly bring up. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's the best example.
He could have picked a worse example. I don't know, you could have brought up like, I don't know, like a true ending like fucking Final Fantasy or some shit where it doesn't matter at all. Or like Chrono Trigger. Because like, because what it is, yeah, because it is like you in different campaigns and stuff, and then you unlock that. I guess Drakengard 3 is a better example because of how that game works. But
I think I played only some of the first Drakengard, and that's it. I remember playing it because I rented it, Blockbuster, some shit like that.
Sucks.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't like this, and I never touched it again.
The game's cool except for the story is cool except for everything else. Everything else sucks.
I was too young to have understood, even if I did get through it, to be honest.
Drakengard 3 is weird because it's like it's only slightly it's like way better, I guess, as far as gameplay goes, except for the fact the game doesn't run. So like the gameplay is like technically better, but the game doesn't run to like 4 FPS at some points, and so it barely counts for much. And the story is not as good as it was in Drakengard 1. So it's like, I don't know, it's this really weird trade-off that doesn't exactly equate in my opinion. Because I do agree with like Clems's opinion of Drakengard 3. He basically feels like it was like Taro going for what he felt like was a parody of the Drakengard games, but that his comedy writing was not like up to snuff to make that work exactly well.
Oh no! Oh fuck! Damn it! I was so fucking close.
Was there that one chick who Accord.
Accord is great. Accord is the best.
I was really thinking I was gonna see her in Nier Automata.
Say her name one time.
Yeah, they say at the very
Actually,
beginning.
they don't say her name. They just mention her existence.
Oh, they say her name. They say Accord on like.
Do they? I forgot.
Yeah, one person in the camp mentions the name Accord.
Oh,
if you talk to them in the camp at the beginning of the game.
I thought it was just like he just says like there's a girl that brings us these weapons or whatever, and it's implied that he's talking about Accord. I forget.
The name Accord is explicitly said. That's why I expected her to be a character in the game.
Okay.
And then she never showed up.
It was just used as an explanation for why
this man.
Nearman's weapons are at the shop. Huh? Okay. I don't know what that was about. Talking about wandering.
EDF.
James, what happened? Did you not shield Bitatsu?
Huh?
So what happened? Did you not shield Bitatsu?
No, it wasn't even that. It was just like it was actually like the closest match I had gotten with that guy so far, and I was literally one punch away, and I fucking fucked up a jump input, and I died that round, and then the next round I just kind of.
Do you still play Akatsuki? Was it a mirror match?
It was not a mirror match. I've only been playing in Kyoto right now, so.
Oh, you're right. So you guys said you're playing Enkidu.
Yeah.
Did you know that Enkidu's, I think it's his force function, destroy projectiles?
Yes.
Okay, making sure. It's not that useful in that matchup. I mean, it kind of is trying to point blank that like fireballs you. But...
Yeah. Oh wait, you mean it's his back fears, his back hard.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, what's his force function? I forget.
It's a rising tackle.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, and you can do that kick after it. That's what. Yeah. Enkidu's mix-ups are alright because he has like the charge that goes as a command grab. And that's really good. That's a really good. He's got like. So you know his character trait, right? His like thing that he's got going on. Or you have longer block stun than your counter hits, basically, than most other characters.
I
Sorry,
didn't-
longer hit stun as well. Sorry.
no, I
It's a
didn't.
wild Twinkie.
Hello.
Hey, Kevin.
So that's
I
pretty
thought
good.
I thought I'd come in here and make your lives a little more yellow.
Bro, so it sounds like a pee thing.
James's underwear is already yellow, but you can try your hardest.
No,
Okay,
his
I'm gonna get
underwear
this
is
tomorrow.
fucking brown. Brown and red, I'm sure.
Oof.
And red. Ooh.
Why's it gotta be brown?
I didn't say black, I said brown.
That's what I said.
Don't
Why's
get
it gotta
racist
By the way, Kevin, you are on stream, just to let you know.
here. There's a
Good.
stream.
You're streaming to both humans that exist. Both of them are dreams.
Look, I should
Don't
at least.
worry.
I have.
James is big enough to count as 2 humans.
That was the joke. Yes.
I figured I should at least say.
Why do you stream? Who for?
Well,
You?
Himself.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that one time.
He's
James-
trying to
the
spread his
reason-
autism.
I actually appreciate you telling me because there was one time he didn't tell me.
Oh yeah, when you admitted to
I
a
told
crime and you explicitly said you don't want it on
incriminating
stream.
Yeah, I explicitly said the other day that I want to talk about the story, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't recorded. But it's like it was basically, I said literally, I have a story, but I'm not going to say it on the podcast because it incriminates me and several of my friends. And
And he uploads it
Was
that
it the-
night.
The first
so-
time you
so
locked a girl in your
I
dungeon?
just got lucky. I was bored enough to click on the stream and then heard myself talking. It's like, this what?
Was it the story of your first 12-year-old?
No, it was the time I first.
we
Now
both
I'm
know
on stream
12
again.
is way too old
No,
for Skylar.
Now I'm on stream again, so I can't even say it now because I'm on stream right now.
But it was years
was-
ago.
It was the story of it was. Like,
Is it past the statute of limitations? That's the key. That's the key right there.
No, because the story requires me to say that it was on my 21st birthday when I'm currently 21. So, that's an important part of the story. But basically, some raw shit happened on my 21st birthday.
You are a young boy.
You're only a lad. A wee one.
And really, it doesn't actually
He is a
incriminate me
pedo lad.
because I didn't.
What
get
the fuck's with this smug ant? Is that just a bug?
Smug.
I mean, it is an ant.
No, it
course
was
it's a
running up
bug.
at me with his held head like super high. Like what was he doing?
He just needed to see. He needed you to know.
Smug ant.
Protect that neck.
No mechs here.
The
I'm
neck.
not having a lot of mech. I'm still on foot fighting all these stupid
protect
bugs.
his neck.
Oh, protect his neck.
By
Wish you
looking
had
up,
crossplay, I'd play it with you.
Yeah. Too bad, Sony.
Crossplay. I can buy it on fucking PS4. Because I don't have that version.
Yeah, I have it on Steam.
Well, Steam is terrible.
Yeah, well, you're terrible.
I am.
Damn.
Thanks.
Sick burn.
Fucking
Go back
rip.
to Chinaland where you belong.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
No.
Now
Steam's
this is
terrible,
getting.
There's like
No.
what's the alternative?
I'm not a chink. I'm a gook. Get it right.
Wait, so
Wait,
you're also
Vietnamese?
Do you
What?
even know what a gook is? Vietnamese.
Well,
What's
let's-
wrong with you?
I guess you're Korean.
Well, they did call
no,
him that,
you're
though.
Korean.
Yeah, I mean-
you're a Korean boy. That's what it is.
Exactly. See, I'm a gook.
I mean, all Asians are the same anyway, so.
I think, but
No.
the
Some
problem
of us
is
are
that they
Mexican
also
Asians.
called
They're bad.
the Vietnamese gooks when they were in Vietnam because they were racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get the fuck out of here.
You called them Charlies.
Well, they called
Well,
them,
Charlie is like
that
enemy.
was like the military term, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
they were
but that's also
Vietnam.
Vietnamese because they're always our enemies.
Sure, I guess. No, but that was just like the designation they used because they were the Viet Cong, so C and Charlie is the C terminology.
Charlie in the
bullshit,
trees.
right? That was the reason why. But like when
Have
they're
mom
being
flashbacks.
racist, it's called them gooks.
Oh my god, they never fucking stop it. Do I have an actual like enemy here? Or is it I'm just fighting every ant that ever existed?
That's usually the answer.
Yeah, that's.
Those games.
Because I don't know if I'm supposed to be attacking this spaceship.
What mission are you on? What level mission?
Sometimes-
Fucking no, the one with the ants.
That is literally every mission. That is quite literally every mission.
I don't know, dude. The one with the fucking ants.
What number mission are you on? It will tell.
No, it's not telling me right now.
Bitch, you had to select the mission.
James, shut the fuck up.
James, shut the fuck up.
If,
Are you? All right, I'm gonna be on your ass about some simple shit. You're telling me anytime you pick the mission before, like when you're in the middle of it,
Well, let's hold
you're
on,
always
let's
making a
scroll
mental
up.
note of what mission number you're on. 100%
I mean,
of the time, James. If you
your
do not,
ass
then
had to
fuck
select
up.
the mission.
Hey, James is.
Yeah, because I
James
know
is
I hit
feeling.
next mission. I'm not like, oh boy, mission 13. I've been looking forward to this one all night.
James has been like going after Claude. He must be feeling strangely confident.
no, James,
We all know
James
for a
is
fact that
like-
James can't remember shit that happened 20 seconds ago.
And that is true.
Coming at me, Mr. Big fan of Metal Gear, talking about how Snake died at a fucking party.
He died at a party. That's why the fighting game ones are gonna trigger me super bad.
Oh, wait,
Because
hold
I never
on.
hear James talk about fucking.
I did have on the list. I'm not only going to mention it here because I'm like he hasn't actually played it, so he probably doesn't know. But I did put on Guilty Gear lore.
Guilty Gear lore is ridiculous though. No
Yeah.
one can explain all of that.
You know,
That's
I
impossible.
I looked into the PlayStation Store, typed in Earth, and the first thing I got was Earthfall, which is of course another aliens invade Earth ship game.
Yeah, how is that one? I don't know anything about it, but I know it
I
exists.
don't know. Well, it looks prettier than EDF, to be sure,
Yes.
but less epic. Much more grounded. It really just looks kind of like more realistic Left 4 Dead with aliens instead of zombies. That's what it looks like. But I know nothing about it because it just came out like 2 months ago.
But why play Left 4 Dead when Vermintide exists?
I never played Vermintide, and I already own Left 4 Dead, so there's that.
Well,
But why male models? Why male models though?
James, shut the fuck up.
No.
yeah, no one asked you.
No, you can't make me.
Should we start recounting the time where you were naked in another person's house on stream?
On,
What?
oh,
It
not
doesn't matter. No
on.
one's gonna watch these streams.
Exactly.
And I also don't care.
I know you don't care. You're proud of the fact. If
Well,
anything.
James don't have no shame.
Proud to be a degenerate.
The human trait.
It's a human trait. Damn.
Shame is a human
Nice.
trait. No, seriously. Like Claude's not even engaging in hyperbole here. He's just being literal. Now looking at the EDF 4.1 stuff, and it's like there's a ton of add-ons. And one of them has a dragon.
Okay, so I figured it out. I was
I was
fighting in
gonna say
vain
that-
forever.
That was an anthill, probably. That's what I was trying to say. When it usually
No,
seems like
no. There's giant ships in the distance. Even though they staged me in this one area, I actually have to walk out towards every one of those ships and shoot the center of them. Those ships were super far away. I didn't know that was what I was supposed to fucking do. Meanwhile, ants were just everywhere around me.
Well, that's
Fucking
how-
Ants in my eyes Johnson out here.
When you really think about it, EDF is basically just the two brothers skit from that episode.
Michael and Pikel?
Is that what their names were?
You talking about the ones who were conjoined?
No,
No.
I think he's referring to two brothers.
Yeah.
Two-
Oh,
the
like,
brothers.
okay, yeah, with the... Okay, I see what you're saying. Those other people had a Switch. I could play something with y'all.
Switch. Fuck Switch. It's almost as bad as Xbox. Nintendo is.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I'd love you to explain that.
Nintendo is fucking Satan.
Jesus. Wow.
Elaborate. Go
Okay.
on.
Elaborate.
How could one man be so wrong?
James, you of all people.
Oh no, I'm pinpoint on this one. What's wrong with that?
What's
Yeah.
wrong with Nintendo, dude?
Yeah, as far as them being as bad
bad-
as Xbox, because that's quite a jump.
What is this console?
No, it's
exclusive
actually pretty similar. It's just Nintendo goes about it legally, whereas Xbox tried to do it by shoving it into the console.
No, but you have yet to say what the problem is. You're just saying that there's a
Censorship.
problem.
Nintendo
Oh,
was,
censorship?
yeah, Nintendo is the worst for it.
Yeah, are you talking about like the sharp FE character changes and stuff?
What now?
Like Fire Emblem, you know?
Well, those are small things.
I mean, that's
But
all right. Yeah,
Nintendo as a-
that's specifying like a Nintendo of America, because
I honestly feel like
Nintendo as a whole has
Sharp
this thing
changes
about
there.
censorship, and they're greedy as fuck too when it comes to it. If they can make money off of it, even if they're abusing it, they will, and they won't give a fuck.
like, I mean, I'm not denying that, because I won't deny it for most companies.
YouTube in general, I should say.
Oh yeah, no, their YouTube, their handling of people on their YouTube videos for their stuff is
Yeah,
shit.
horseshit.
that's not the shitty, but I feel like you can say lots of things like that about pretty much any major video game company. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you can.
Sony
but
is shit as
Nintendo
well.
is absolutely unapologetic about it, and the best part is they're complete hypocrites about it too.
I don't know. I feel like you can apply the same thing to every single company. Sony is shit. Microsoft is shit. Nintendo
Well,
is
we're not
shit.
we're not
but I
about
feel
to,
like
we're not about to argue that they're not shit, because they are. But I'm saying,
I-
But, like,
but the point is that all those companies are shit, but you decide that Nintendo is Satan.
yes, Nintendo is Satan.
I just feel like Nintendo's thing, I feel like Nintendo is not as far-reaching. They're not as far-reaching as
Well,
something like Sony or
the thing
Microsoft.
about
and so like
about
the
Nintendo
YouTube
is
stuff
they
is-
managed to keep up a good facade while they're basically fucking you in the ass.
Well, like I feel like some of I feel like
Just
some
look at
Nintendo.
any of the shit. Look at any of the shit on their virtual console. Just fucking
Yeah, I
the
mean,
games
I,
that are
I can't
ancient.
defend the selling of ROMs.
and the
Like,
and the
that
other
does suck.
and the other part of them selling ROMs.
Yeah,
They didn't
And then,
even
like-
fucking make. I
and then
should
like
add. They've been caught
Amiibos
doing
are
that.
kind of gross too. Like
Amiibos for me are fine if you're like getting them because you like figures.
No,
yeah, Amiibos,
but the
Amiibos
thing
are a
with
fine
Amiibos-
gimmick. But
The thing
but
I just think
problem
about
with that
Amiibos
is-
though is the forced scarcity of them.
well, they
right?
do that with everything.
Yeah, that's
though.
disgusting.
No, they do that with fucking everything.
Well, yeah, that's with their games as well, man. I had to like travel like across the universe to find a copy of Bayonetta 2, because I bought it late
Really?
into
How
the
How about
Yeah. I bought it late into the Wii U's life cycle, so it was like
Oh, yeah, I got
$90.
that shit on.
It was $90 to $100 online, like on Amazon. So I was not gonna pay that much money.
Here's one
Why'd
that
you
you
get
can
that digital?
partially
Because
you can
I didn't have
partially
enough
relate
space.
to.
I didn't have enough space on my Wii U to fit it, so I couldn't buy it digitally. Because I bought the Wii U that came with,
16
Splatoon.
gigs.
and yep, the one that came with Splatoon and Smash 4 like installed on it, so I couldn't fit anything else on the thing. So I had to buy the disc, and then no GameStop, like the one all of my local GameStops didn't have it, and then I had to track down the copy that was on like the other side of town. I drive across town, wait in line, pick up Bayonetta 2. It was ridiculous. And of course, it was still full price, even though I got it like several years after it came out. So, you know, that's Nintendo. That's the thing that sucks about Nintendo.
Well, that's part of it, because there's also the remember when Animal Crossing was released in the U.S. and then the PAL format didn't get it for what, like 2 years, and it was literally illegal for them to import it.
For which one?
Animal
Was it-
Crossing.
Oh yeah, I do.
They do that shit all the time. Like Nintendo is simultaneously the best and the worst, but it is
That's
still
I
Satan, in my
do
opinion.
I do agree with that. That they have some shit that's great and some shit that's like why.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like you look at what's funny is that PAL gets fucked a lot though. Like Atlas games, they don't
Well,
get
it's 'cause
released
who gives
in
a shit
Europe.
about Europe?
Yeah, Atlas games
Europe doesn't even
famously
give a
come
shit
out
about
in
Europe.
Europe like several years later. Like Persona 4 came out in Europe like a couple of years after it came out. Persona 5 took forever to get ported to Europe.
It's taking even longer for shit to get ported to Europe now because they've basically passed that fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, but that's not gonna really affect that many Japanese games though.
Which law? Are you talking about the thing gambling wise, or?
Yeah,
No, the link tax and the other bullshit. The thing where they're gonna make memes illegal.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah, but there's
I
already
too forgot about this thing.
but there's already ways to like get rid of that. So I mean,
Did that pass? I didn't even see if
It
that
passed,
or not.
but it hasn't been ratified yet.
yeah.
But the fact that it's passed means that it's basically going to get ratified. It's hard to overturn it once it gets to this point.
How do you make memes illegal? What does
It-
that
I
mean?
don't know.
It has
the
to.
EU.
It has to do with like. Essentially, memes of copyright material would require you to go through a special process in order to get it approved. It's not just memes; it's essentially any copyrighted content. So, which is why
it's way more absurd.
which is why you would hear a lot about like Wikipedia being really affected by it, because even they would have to, like, for any of their pages that features copyrighted content, they would have to pay a fee and then
Yeah.
other
Two
stuff.
words. 2 words. If you're over 2 words of the same as something else.
What is up, my
quoting
fellow
something.
teenagers?
Hey George, you're still on
Yeah.
stream.
Hello, fellow children.
Teenager if you negate a decade.
Man, Skylar,
Yeah.
can't say I'm a big fan of Phonon.
Oh, Phonon? Okay, Phonon. So wait, so do you use the dash macro at all? Because you should.
Which macro is that?
Forward plus BC.
Oh.
Forward plus BC is dash, right? That is incredibly important in Undernight because dash block. There's no. Okay, so when you play a lot of fighting games, right, and you dash, usually there's an ending lag on a dash where he can get hit, you can't block, right? In Guilty Gear, that's actually a mechanic where if you faultless defense, you cancel that recovery on dash, so you can't get hit. And that's a mechanic, right? And it costs you to
It's
do
not forward BC. I don't know where you got that
that.
from.
It is definitely forward BC.
I pressed forward BC and I did my little fucking rising tackle.
Maybe it's not forward BC. Maybe it's forward AB. Maybe it's forward AD. I don't remember. I have it set to R1 on my controller. That's why I forget.
By dash, are you talking about like the little air hop?
No, I mean like when you double tap. Like you double tap to run in that game. You can set that to a macro, so you don't have to double tap. And that's super important because it means you can just press forward in the buttons, and you can dash. And it means that your startup on dash is really fast because you don't have to do 2 different button presses of the same button, right? And that's really important to do against certain characters like Phonon and Batista because their range is so long, but they have decent amounts of recovery on their super long normals. So if you actually do the dash block, right, then you can dash up. You can like slowly work your way in while keeping yourself safe. It's a very useful tool in that game for a lot of characters. But I forget what button combination it is. Let me check really fast.
Color setting.
Yeah, I forget what it is. I gotta check my button settings really quick. Give me a minute. I gotta like load up my PS4.
I will be back in a minute.
Okay.
Alright.
It's forward A. Yeah, it's forward AB.
A B E. AB.
Forward AB.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's super important to use and know about.
You loading up the game too, Skylar?
I was just gonna check for him. I wasn't playing some Spider-Man. But he figured it out before that. He figured it out before my game loaded.
Scooter,
So.
man. I think everybody loves Scooter, man.
First, though, I want to check some shit for class tomorrow.
Why not? Okay, I do own that version of EDF. I just didn't realize it because I went into the store. It was like, would you like to buy this? Motherfucker, I already
I'm
own
back.
this.
Hey, welcome back, Matt.
Fuck you.
I love you too, Matt.
Kill yourself.
Ew.
Well, Matt, you know, the only answer now is to kill yourself because he obviously loves you.
Well,
You guys
I'll
don't-
kill him
Kill
first.
him.
I'm
Murder
47% done with Spider-Man. How exciting.
Say 27%? How long have you been
Four-
playing?
47. 47.
47.
with a 4.
jeez. How long have you? What's your playtime?
I haven't looked at it. I forgot. It's probably about.
Does it say?
It's probably about 10 hours. I can check the save file.
That feels pretty short. I imagine a lot of the added runtime, playtime comes from the side shit.
The side shit's pretty fun actually so far.
Super fun, yeah.
Well,
I love
that's good actually.
I think it has a lot to do with how good the traversal and combat feels to do. Because a lot of it is pretty simple as far as like, they aren't very complicated as far as gameplay goes. But because gameplay is fun enough to just do, they're entertaining to do, like just, you know, because. Because they're just, you know, extensions of general gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the main draw of any Spider-Man game is just going around as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not it.
But is it the allying with cops? Is that what the main draw is?
Yeah. that's
No,
what
no,
I'm
it's the
Oh,
pizza delivery
you,
theme.
You also saw that article.
Yes, I saw that.
We talked about that yesterday.
Oh,
We
did we?
It's hard not to keep laughing at it because it's so stupid.
It's really bad.
Because they turned him into a damn cop.
What a fucking... I hate him. Oh my god, there's so many of these dudes. I hate them. I hate the big muscle guys. They suck. They're a fucking pain in the ass to fight.
It's
Just
really
whip
mean.
him up and beat him up.
Yeah, that.
Just spider spooge on them and beat the shit out of them. Beat their
Oh
ass.
man.
I gotta beat everyone else in the room first before I can hit them.
You should have the spider bombs by now, or the web bombs.
That's one of the things that my flaws with how I play. I barely use gadgets. I feel like I should use them.
Dude, those are super, super useful.
How do they refill?
Once you get like enough finishers and stuff, or time passes.
Oh, okay. I thought one of these things I was under the impression you had to craft more ammo for them.
No, they refill on their own.
Crafting?
Yeah, there's crafting in the game.
But you
There's crafting.
You have to
only
craft like suits. And
craft
shit.
like suits though. That's it. And the crafting.
Well, and
is
gadget
just-
upgrades.
That's true. But the crafting materials are literally just like things you get for finishing
Tokens.
side quests.
Yeah, like beat up crime.
Beat up crime. Beat up crime.
That actually is what you do pretty
Yeah,
much.
crime token.
Literally, yeah, it's literally called a crime token, which is the best thing ever. Really.
Crime token.
I fucking love that they're called crime tokens.
Oh god.
Have you gotten the challenge tokens thing yet?
I just unlocked that the other day.
Yeah, start doing those. Some fun will
Oh,
happen.
Fucking rocket launcher men. Wait, something fun's gonna happen? What was that even?
Yeah, do enough challenge missions.
Oh no, I'm gonna get cucked or something.
Yeah, you're gonna get cucked by Mary Jane, who you know.
That's
No.
the real challenge of Spider-Man is not getting cucked.
Technically, I mean Eddie Brock would if he was in the game.
Oh boy, Merkava, can't wait. This will be fun. Y'all ready?
Oh yeah, get ready for bugs.
Bugs? Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
This-
That Undernight and Birth.
Oh.
Yeah. Merkava's the guy that.
Oh
lays down
boy,
the
seven frames. Seven.
Oh, yeah,
Seven.
7 frames. Merkava actually give up.
Actually,
Because then it's like that guy's just gonna reversal order at you like 100 times, and you can't blue shield it to punish it because the 7 frames lag. So just give up.
Those are
I
those
can't
are bad
give up.
robots.
I have to. Oh Jesus Christ. I can't give up here. I have to defeat him. Power
James
up.
talking about not getting molested by his uncle again.
Dude, stop trying to shit on
He
us.
already gave up that a long time ago.
Kevin, how mad would you
That
be
was been
if,
lost.
like, when James was butt ass naked, he just shat all over the place?
Dude, to be perfectly honest, he would have to stop me from killing him.
Oh, wait, I couldn't hear what you just said.
Call the cops.
No, I would resort to murder at that point.
There'd be dire consequences for his actions. Now, do you think James was shit on the floor by accident or out of malicious intent?
Probably accident.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
You get butt fucked enough, you can't control that shit.
I really like the idea that
It
he
would-
does
it
it
would
by
start-
accident, and then he's like, "Oh, I
It would start as an accident, and then he'd be like,
Yeah.
Then he would commit to it.
Starts
just
as
to
an
be
accident.
malicious.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
then
I'm
he
right for
gets that,
shitting
like-
on your carpet.
that's
Then he gets
how
that grim
James
smile
does.
where his whole
Like,
face curls up.
that's how James is. He fucks up massively and then commits to it anyways.
And then he tries to
Doesn't
make
matter
himself
how-
think that he's right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how wrong he is and how many people are telling him he's wrong and the amount of evidence. He always doubles down on it.
Holy fuck, these robots are strong.
Of course they're strong.
They're robots.
They're
Why would they build them?
Yeah,
to
but
be-
I've been fighting alien ships with just like a machine gun. Now I'm using this plasma launcher, and these robots don't care.
Exactly. That's how it works, man.
Man,
What
this-
what you have to do is you have to get in your own robot. Are you
I have a
stupid?
robot.
Kenji.
Well,
Literally
then you
robot.
should have been playing Air Raider more, or not Air Raider, but the engineer guy, the one that, has the fucking
Man, George keeps dying over and over.
Or you
Yeah,
can
You wanna
just
finish
play
that
the
sentence,
one,
guy?
What?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
play the flying one,
Air
I'm
Raider,
playing
yeah.
her, and I had to fight
or
the
the
one
not the
robot
air raider,
forever.
the Valkyrie, or whatever it is, isn't it?
It's called
Wing
Air
Diver.
Raider or Wing
Is it?
Diver. Oh, Air Raider
Oh,
is the
Wing
one I was
Diver.
talking.
Yeah.
Air Raider was the one I was talking about with that actually gets the cool robots that you get to pilot.
Oh,
I like how you're telling me this like this is a thing I should have known.
Well,
Yeah, but
I'm not
so
saying
the,
like you should know, but it's just like that's
you
the,
are when you were like I should have played X thing more.
well,
Explicitly making it sound like I should have played a specific class.
yeah,
Shut
that
the
thing
fuck
I
up.
was
What do you know you're talking about?
that thing I was saying clearly as a
Shut the
joke.
fuck up, James.
fuck
Yeah,
up, James.
but the flying bitches, they can they have like fucking heat-seeking rounds. You can just fly up in the air and then shoot them, and they kill everything on the map.
Yeah, they're pretty
That's-
ridiculous.
It's easy mode.
I mean, I'm playing as them. I have a rapier, which is not good here because you get close enough to these things and it's a bad time.
It's the first mistake you're making. You never get close. You just stay back and launch as much artillery as you can.
See, that's the secondary problem. They have these weird body types, and like I'm shooting them, but sometimes they'll just go under his arm or between their weird skinny legs, and like, god damn, man. And they
Oh,
keep
man.
turning in place.
Well, the only solution at that point is more
It's the
DACA.
final solution. More DACA.
Kill the space Jews. More DACA.
There'll never be enough DACA.
Oh wow, yeah,
don't-
there's so many
I
more
don't-
of them walking up in the distance.
I don't get it. What's DACA?
Don't worry about it.
Oh boy.
He doesn't know shit about 40k.
Yeah. The best part is World War II. America was more DACA. Have you seen some of the
America's
early
always
tanks?
been more DACA.
No, have you seen some of the early model tanks that America put out during World War II?
Yes.
Just as many machine guns as you could put on that fucker everywhere.
I mean, literally had a plane or a fucking bomber that was used because it had so many machine guns on it.
Well, I mean, they did that for at least a somewhat decent reason.
I mean, yeah, and just say like that's
It
that's
worked.
the
It was
sole reason
glorious.
that plane was used, is because it had so many
Yeah. Americans love their machine guns.
guns in general. Let's be
Yeah,
honest
but
here.
machine guns are even
This is
better
America.
because the machine guns are even better though because they're like a regular gun, but they shoot lots of bullets.
Yeah, I agree. Let's repeal the NFA.
For what now?
The NFA. Was it National Firearms
I thought
Act?
that was. I thought you were talking about the NRA or something.
No.
which is-
No, the NRA are
That is
gay.
also about guns.
The NRA is just a bunch of just old fucks who revere the 1911.
I like the 1911, honestly. But
I mean, it's a
there
great
are-
single-shot pistol. I mean, it's a great new age musket.
Skylar, I'm
It's a
playing a
fantastic musket.
Oh shit! It's a Skylar. I'm playing a. It's an Enkidu mirror match, and this guy's
Way to get
name is
those on.
I forgot 214A is a thing.
Which is that's the low counter, right? For him for AQB.
Oh shit! I didn't. Oh god! I guess it's something I
Learn
didn't.
today.
I guess I just learned shit.
Damn, that's a sense you don't hear often.
Enkidu players online are either really good or really bad, so there's no in between.
Hey, I landed the counter super. That's very rare and never really worth it.
No, it's not. It's correct. It's never worth it.
It does so
I've had-
little damage,
I-
and it's so
I've had
inconsistent.
people try and do it on me, and then it whiffs, and I get a full punish. It's pretty funny.
I like how Enkidu has a Naruto color.
The best Enkidu color is the one that makes his stuff gray. It's my big favorite.
No, the best one is the one where his hair is white and his skin is black and his like robe is like black, red, and white.
I think that's the one I'm talking about. Is that the one that also makes like all of his like effects turn gray?
No,
Or, like,
they're
white.
no, they're red.
Oh, that's lame. The one that makes his effects turn white, but he has like white hair, is the best one.
You know, Claude, have you ever played fucking Helldivers?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
I have played Helldivers as
I
well.
love that game.
I
need
have
to play
also
it more.
played Helldivers.
I know you.
No one asked you,
Claude didn't
James.
ask you, you dumb fuck.
Damn.
I'm just out here
Shoot
trying.
on harder.
I'm just trying to live.
Unfortunately.
And we're all very upset about this.
Damn.
I
Damn.
actually forgot about Helldivers because I know it's not available for purchase anymore, right? Like I bought it forever ago, and
Huh? No, it is.
Yeah, it should be.
It is?
My-
'Cause I remember
my-
looking at it
My friend
before.
bought it very recently.
Yeah.
Really?
The thing is, it's much better if you buy the physical disc because it gives you all the DLC. Like it gives you everything.
I got the one with all the DLC, at least at the time for free because PSN.
Yeah, I own it on PSN and I had the physical disc and I used the physical disc because it gives me all of the other shit too. So
What was that guy's plan?
it was like $15 when I bought it, and that was like a year and a half ago.
Skylar, what do you think? Like I just saw Stewie's post about it. What was your thought when you saw the thing that James said the demo D with the? How do you not know you should use the official email?
I responded to it. I just said,
Well, yeah, but I just didn't know what your thought process. Because Jesus
Oh.
Christ is all encompassing. Like you can't
yeah,
say that, and I'm like, I know what you're talking about.
I was like, it's just so baffling. Because first of all, like that's cringy as fuck, right? That like even if it wasn't on the official account, that's still cringe, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it became cringe that I was associated with. So So that was the thought process. I was
Collectively, we want to all get close to our dad. We need. Demo D,
also,
I
it's
guess.
fucked up because we're called the DADCast. What is that supposed? What kind of message is that supposed to send?
Do you ever find how much those people are gonna pay us, James, or did they never get back with you?
They have not.
Or did you
gotten
make up that email too? What else have you lied to me?
Yeah. Did you invent the pandas as well?
back? No, I didn't. No, no, they just never got back to me. Unfortunately, I sent
Maybe
them.
they find.
They probably went and looked.
They
listened to a
probably
podcast.
legit just found out. So
They just looked at a podcast title and they saw that. What is this melty blood?
what is melty?
Oh no!
They probably watched the podcast where they discussed your fucking naked in the house story.
No, I don't think I mentioned that on podcast.
Someone said that you mentioned on the podcast.
Did I?
We mentioned it in passing on the last DADcast.
Was it? I actually don't think I know this story, even though apparently it was told on a podcast I was on.
No, we didn't tell the full story.
Okay.
I mentioned something about like James being like naked at a party. I was like, I still can't believe you did that shit. And you're like, I can't believe you did that either. And then he was like, well, look, I was drunk. And he tried to play it off like it wasn't a horrific thing he did.
So you got drunk at a party and got naked?
I love this. I love it hearing this story
Just-
over and over.
That's,
You decided to take your clothes off at a party, like, because you were there?
No, it was a drinking game.
Mhm, it was out
Where
of spite
the
because I
person
knew
who's-
as soon as
Yes.
I started to undress, the party would end, and I took that very personally.
You
Even though
left a lot of details out about the game and the rule and
Yeah.
the game was Ring of Fire, and the rule was if you curse you
Okay.
if you curse you take down a piece of clothing, and in my head I knew, well, this is bullshit. Because this rule does not apply to me, because as soon as this rule applies to me, the game is over, because I'm ugly and fat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that upset me, so I decided to be petty about it. And it was like, well, I'm just gonna ruin everybody's fun.
Oh, so they told you to not apply the
No,
rule to yourself?
nobody said not to until I stripped down. But nobody explicitly told me.
Well, you should have listened, really, is on praise.
You really should. It's a skill.
if
a
someone
very-
kept telling him, was like, man, can you put your clothes back on? And he's like, no, don't look at me.
Well, yeah, but that's because that specific dude was an asshole, and we
Are
didn't
you
even
sure
know
he
him.
was an asshole?
James, you're
That
being
you-
naked at a party. He's gonna be in the right 100% of the time.
No, but he was an asshole because like he was just some dude we met at the bar, and he just because we pre-gamed before we went back to James's house, and he was just there, and he was just a dick. He was like, oh man, I wish I could.
James, you chose to get naked and make everyone uncomfortable. You cannot call someone else a dick.
Yes, I
Yeah,
can.
no.
Yeah.
Yes, I
No, you
can.
can't.
Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can, because it takes a
You
dick to know
got
a
got
dick.
naked at a party for the explicit purpose of making everyone want to stop having fun.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah,
it
no.
takes
Call
a
being
dick.
a dick, James.
Yeah, I can be a dick. I can be a dick and still know other people are dicks. That's not that's not a thing. Like, oh, I'm a dick, so now nobody around me can ever be identified as a dick. That's just bullshit.
James, you're the biggest dick there. Where do you get off?
The biggest dick with the tiniest dick.
Was that confirmed? Did you confirm that at the party?
No, thankfully.
Apparently, he sat with his legs crossed. So
Yeah.
unless you were
Yeah,
trying to get in
when-
there,
When I arrived, he had already been fucking sat buck ass naked, and I didn't much care.
So you were literally naked. It wasn't just that you were
He was
like partially
Complete-
naked because you were an asshole.
complete birthday suit.
Completely naked.
Total birthday suit.
James, why you like this, huh?
Because
That's not an answer. You can't say that to me.
Look, it was years ago. I was drunk and extremely petty.
Wasn't it 2 years? It wasn't even that long.
But that is
No, it
technically
was more than
a
2
year
years
and a
ago
half.
because no, it was more than a year and a half.
How long ago was it?
Well, James still lived at Kevin's house, so God, I hadn't started college yet, so it was like I was 18. I was like 18 or no, I was like 8. I had to be 18, 19 at the time.
underage drinking. I see.
Yeah.
On top
And?
of
Oh, I'm
public-
actually fighting a oh wait, no, this is training.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys
James
later.
don't care about no laws. James kisses kids in the park.
No.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, no, it's James Dillard that got me into underage drinking, so I mean, I don't
So you know,
at me.
James is you can't
He
trust
didn't
him.
put a gun to your head.
No, but he put a drink in my mouth.
He put it in your mouth. I don't believe that.
You can't put that all on other James, my man.
Nah, I can put all.
Like, I've been offered drugs before. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I did drugs because of X and X person. No, I was like, no, I'm
You
good.
forced it into
That
your
was the end of
blood.
that.
Yep. There's a point where self-control is a thing, but this is James, so we should never expect he has any.
Like none of you have drank under the age. I know explicitly. Well, okay, well, whatever. Skylar for a fact has. Skylar's done worse underage.
No.
I don't believe that.
Skylar drink underage drink. Fucking Skylar smokes.
I don't believe Skylar got drunk underage and got naked at a party. You kind of
No,
have the
that's
scales tip in your favor.
no. But you guys, you were saying you were saying nobody's done worse. Like nobody's. No, the point was that like people other than me here have drank underage. Like getting naked, that's a solely James thing. But
It is indeed.
And we all know it doesn't require alcohol for him to do that. Sadly.
Just let me get through this fucking beginning.
Are you a Persona again, Claude?
Yeah. Like the moment they let me actually go to the dungeon on my own will, that's when the game starts for me. Because for I'm still powering through the whole like, oh, here's what a confidant is. I'm like, come on.
Please. Well, at least there's fast forward in that game, right?
Oh yeah, no. That saves my life. The worst ever. I don't care about fast forward. The worst ever to me still is Rise's dungeon, where
Why?
the last boss fight, if you aren't like, if you aren't
Yeah.
high enough ranked, it's like, all right, like so you do that fight, and then immediately following that is Shadow Teddy.
You gotta
And
fight
I
Shadow
don't remember the
Teddy.
number of times I had to go through that cutscene.
You go through it. You go through an instantly scripted fight.
I got.
Well, I
pretty
never had a
lucky
problem with
in
that
I
fight.
only had to fight Shadow Teddy twice.
oh
Like, I only
boy,
died
Mesa
to that
Gordo.
I've
Oh
literally
boy,
never-
it's a Mercado.
I've literally never lost a Shadow Teddy.
Yeah, I lost
The
once.
only boss that ever gave me any trouble
Three
in that
frames.
game was fucking Shadow Yukiko. And that's just because
Really?
Really?
Yeah, she bitch slaps you at the beginning of the
The
game.
only one that gave me trouble.
It was
really
all easier
was
from that
fucking-
point on.
The fucking video game boss. You know,
Yeah, he was a bitch.
He was
the
annoying,
problem.
but he wasn't that hard. He
that was
just
like a
fucking
big
annoying.
blocker for me when I played. Like, I got stuck on that boss for a while.
The one I knew got a lot of people I knew, but like I lucked out on is I forgot what it was like. When you're like in heaven, and
Oh,
the
that boss
guy
was
just like
that
making
was
your
a fun
friends
boss.
turn on you. Like I was able to power through that in one go, but I had a friend who
Yeah, I did that
took,
in
like
one
multiple
go.
attempts on him.
I mean, the only reason why Shadow Yukiko ever gave me any trouble because I always insisted on doing the fucking dungeons in one go. So by the time I got to her, I was usually running low on everything.
See, yeah, that was like when I finally got good, understood how the game. was
Also,
supposed to work.
I don't go out of my way to build the proper.
You didn't make friends.
What friends? No.
I thought you were talking about social.
I don't. What I mean is, I don't go out of my way to build the specific personas
Party.
to fight the boss. I just take
Oh.
whatever the fuck and go
I mean,
for it.
I just kind of made Trumpeter and then like Black Frost, and then that's all you need.
Oh, James, I wanted to know. I'm pretty sure you're memeing, but there's always the chance that you weren't. Do you actually not bother hanging out with the party members?
I was mainly memeing. I remember I hung out with Ryuji enough times to go fishing. I hung out with
Why
Anna.
did you not hang out with Ryuji?
He has to pick the most annoying character. to
I
hang out with.
I hung out with Anna once and I got annoyed. I
You
don't
mean on?
on yeah, well yeah, on. It's been a while.
Uh-huh.
I hung out with her I hung out with her twice, and you know I didn't really like how that storyline was going, so I just like
That one's actually one of the better ones. I liked Anne.
I think I hung out with I think I was building towards hanging out with Makoto.
Makoto, I feel like, is one of the weaker party member ones. Because it's like not even about her really. It's like her friend. What happened?
It starts off with her, and then it goes towards her friend. Because she's
Yeah,
like,
but
I
it's
don't
like-
want her to get into this shitty club and end up being an escort or whatever.
Yeah, and then like most of the confidant is not even like hanging out with Makoto. It's like hanging out with Makoto's friend and her boyfriend. That's like maybe a scumbag.
It's not even maybe. It's very clear instantly.
Yeah.
He's kind of a scumbag.
I also hung out with Moon. I forget his name.
Moon, you gotta give me a...
See, him I didn't like. That's fucking
Fan site.
Mishima.
Fansai guy, yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of like... Him and the, I didn't like the reporter that much.
Oya and Mishima both suck, but
Yeah, I think-
Mishima I feel like
the
is
fan
very
site guy-
important.
The fansite guy was annoying, but at least his leveling up his confidant
Yeah,
was
his
useful.
skills were super important, but everything else about him
He
sucked.
did those.
And then I never hung out with the artist.
Yusuke was great. You get to hang out in the church and do
I
the
didn't
pose.
appreciate him at first, and then I regretted that I didn't spend more time with him when I got
Yeah,
to a certain part of the story.
Yusuke is like he seems kind of weird when you get him, but then his confidant makes him one of my favorite party members. He's so fun. He's so goofy.
One second, I'll be right back.
Alright, I was mostly hanging out with the politician and the chess champ.
Politician's great. I don't really like.
Politician's good. Like, I feel like overall quality, if you're looking at all of the confidants or
Sojiro is
S-links
the
or whatever you want to call them, I think like P5 is like the strongest of the recent games.
I think P3 is probably the strongest of all of them. That has all the.
Are you talking about all the support characters? Yeah.
I'm just talking about like the like individual storylines to raise your S-links or confidants
Yeah,
depending on
the
the game.
social links. I feel like Persona 3 has the strongest social links. There are some ones in there that.
I've never played P3, so I can't say. I would have to go with P5. It's definitely better than 4.
I think P5 is better than
Yeah.
4. P3 definitely has the best. In my opinion.
I really appreciated the sports teams storylines a lot.
Oh yeah,
in
because
P3.
in P4. Oh, in 3. I thought you were in
I'll
P4.
be right
Yeah,
back.
in P3 where you have a guy who's got a broken leg and is on the track team, and then you have the sports team manager who is a possible love interest for you, which I loved because I liked her design and her general character of like she eats just a shit ton and she's really embarrassed about it.
You would like Gluttony.
Yeah, well.
I like that part of the evil plan for Oscorp in this game has to do with CRISPR.
Oh,
which is a
really?
real thing. Yeah.
It's funny.
Oh yeah, fucking Skylar. You were saying you wish that there was kind of like a fighting game that involved Fate characters.
No, there is one that exists. It's unlimited codes, and that game is bad.
Hmm? Well, no, I'm not talking about that.
Well, sure. one of
Oh
those.
boy, a Wagner.
They kind of made a sort of new one, but it's fucking
Oh,
weird.
the
and
arcade game?
Yeah, you've seen that.
FGO arcade? Yeah, it looks bad.
I just looked at it, I was like, man, that's a money sink.
Yeah, FGO arcade not looking great.
Immediately. I mean, it's in terms of how it's animated, it looks nice, but
Oh, yeah.
beyond that, it
The
looks
gameplay looks-
looks nice.
the
It's
gameplay looks
animated
whack.
well.
Gameplay looks whack.
The gameplay is unusual because it's a weird mashup of
Like Gunslinger
Like-
Stratos and something else.
something. Yeah, it's a really weird mashup of that and Grand Order's actual gameplay because you have the command cards and everything.
Oh, do you actually have the card system in it? I didn't even know that.
Though that do have a card, like I can show you the how-to movie where you actually get a deck of cards too.
Oh,
You
and,
need physical
and
cards
do
to
you
play the
gacha
game.
for the
Wow.
cards?
Yes.
Wow.
Holy
And
shit, there's
it prints
gacha.
them out. and
Oh,
it prints
holy
the
shit.
cards out, and you.
That's gonna kill me.
Here's the other part about that is when you go to gacha the
Ah.
card, it costs 100 yen per card to
Type
gacha.
Moon. They're fucking making bank.
I
Dude.
know they are. Like no, seriously, Grand Order is like it
It,
makes the most
it,
money
it
for
makes
them.
the most money, yeah.
I'm back.
And they
Like,
know
Hey,
the
it.
I'm
only
back
thing
on.
that comes close is Grand Blue Fantasy.
And,
Have we moved on from Persona? What's happening?
we're
He's talking about
fate shit.
we're talking about Fate, but we're talking about Fate like as like a business industry.
Oh,
it's-
turn it right off.
It makes so much fucking money, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, like, even the fans who play fucking Grand Order are like, yeah, we know it's exploitative, we don't give a fuck.
Dude, people looking at the Tumblr and the Twitter posts, people that were trying to get like John Alter when that the event came out on the American server, that's like legitimately horrifying.
How much money did that guy
I
spend?
haven't seen that.
It's so bad. The guy that spent like he's talking about how he like was saving up so much money for this event, and then he did a bunch of gacha whatever, and he didn't get her, and then he fucking basically said like he went through all of his savings and still didn't get her, and he has this like moment of self-awareness where he's like, I spent all this time and money for like a JPEG, and I have literally nothing to show for it, and it's like so dark.
I heard that your chances of getting stuff is better on the JP server.
No, it's the same.
No, gacha rate in FGO is like famously terrible because
It's what it is like they've actually recently like made it so you can see the percentages. What it is, you have a 1% chance to get a 5-star, which is what
That's a fucking
John Alter
lie.
is. You have it's a 1% chance to get a 5-star servant, but then it's got an even smaller percent chance to get each different 5-star.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's how Grand Blue, because Grand Blue Fantasy also tells you percentages, and it's like it'll do a thing where it'll guarantee like it does a thing where it guarantees an SR to SSR drop on every 10 roll, right?
Yeah, Fate doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's the thing with Grand Blue. Grand Blue does that, and so does Idolmaster.
A lot of
Fate
them do
doesn't-
that where they'll guarantee a certain level. Fate kind of it guarantees like a servant and a 4-star card.
Fate,
Pretend.
yeah. Fate, the reason why Fate, I think, the gacha rate is so bad is because you also gacha for crafting materials. Well, in like Grand Blue,
Well, they're not
you
really
gacha.
they're not really crafting materials. They're like add-ons. They're weird.
Yeah,
mean,
but they're like
I do play it, so I know
don't
they're
gacha for characters, like purely for characters. Like
Yeah,
in
there's
Grand
no-
Blue, you gacha for weapons only. But characters sometimes come attached to weapons. Like that's how you use there are character weapons, and that's how you unlock characters. Is you unlock their character weapon, and so that's just how that works. And an SR weapon is a character, and an SSR weapon is also a character. Right? That's just kind of how it works. In Grand Blue, and Grand Blue also gives you gems like fucking no one's business. They give away so many free gems. It's out of control.
Well,
You
how
can
much,
actually
how much does it take to summon and shit though?
A
A lot of those games tend to give you a lot initially, and then they
no,
cut you down to
because it's not that it's not that it gives you a high volume and then it also it's really expensive to actually do a 10 roll. I mean, they give you enough gems to do 10 rolls somewhat frequently. So, and then there's also every month they do the thing where there's a premium gacha, gala, whatever the fuck you call it, where the SSR rates are up. And generally, every day, if you do the Grand Blue grind, right, you're into it, you probably can get like 5 to 10 rolls by the time the gala comes around every month. So it's that Grand Blue is pretty generous. It's just a huge grind if you want to play it a lot. If you want to keep up with it, it's just the grind is insane.
Well, I mean that literally applies to.
But that's all gacha. But from what I understand, how I've talked to people that have like been into FGO and Grand Blue and also other gachas, whatever, is that they've described to me that the grind in Grand Blue is way more intense because it's about like optimizing so much more because of the way the
You have to
weapons.
keep up with daily shit.
Yeah, because of the way the weapon grid works and the way that like grinding for like the materials to like uncap characters works. It's just the grind is so much more intense from what I understand.
Yeah, I can say from experience, FGO, the grind is almost entirely optional.
It's because apparently
Why are you
it's
guys
like-
into gacha?
I got a new phone and I'm making a conscious effort to not re-download any of the gacha games. The only one I would defend, really, I would defend Grand Blue Fantasy because I think that one is the least bad as far as like predatory shit because of how fucking how willing it is to give you free shit, right? Like I think that one's alright as far as like traditional gacha goes. And then I would defend Idolmaster because I think the game in it is actually fun. Because when you play it, it is just a rhythm game, and the rhythm game is fun.
Have you
So-
tried the SMT gacha yet?
No, I haven't.
I like that one. So,
Is it because it has the girl in it that likes guns?
no, I think the gacha elements are actually very fair. First,
Gacha in and of itself is not.
and also it's just SMT gameplay, so that's also really nice.
Well, I said Fire Emblem Heroes people like that because it's just Fire Emblem gameplay. But I feel like in that respect, people say that it's like kind of dumbed down Fire Emblem gameplay, and that's why I like the Idolmaster one because it's a rhythm game, but it's fucking hard. Like you actually like.
I have to work for my gacha. Fuck you.
Yeah, when you actually play it, like master level difficulty, yeah, which is what you have to do to get some like gems and stuff to do like the rolls or whatever. It's actually really hard, and it's like fun because it's like it's fun in the sense that it's hard, but it's not like bullshit where it's like you feel like oh they made this to be impossible so no one can get gems. But it's like actually fun to do.
Hey, what is this Wagner ability? She just blocked 3 of my attacks with her shield. What is that? What is that ability, Skylar?
What move? What does it look like?
Wagner it flashed
It has
blue.
multiple shield moves.
It flashed blue and she blocked with her shield. And like dun dun dun.
It's probably her force function, which
Well,
blocks. I think when her shield is buffed, it has reflect properties on it. I've
She
seen that like I've
Damn.
seen people crush like DPs and stuff with it, which is pretty whack.
Oh, thank God, she's not gonna double perfect.
It's
Thank
also
God.
it's also an overhead, in case you didn't know that.
I don't-
It's a shield bash, right? She like bashes you with her shield.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's her force function.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's really good.
I've noticed because
Um,
she's almost double perfect with me. And
Yeah, Wagner is whack.
is she
Wagner-
honest?
Wagner is a huge gorilla. Like she is the biggest gorilla in the game. You
That'll be on the
you
channel.
can kind of just
I'm gonna
block her
upload that to
out.
the channel. That's gonna be great.
You can kind of block her out, I guess. But she has decent amount of chip though, and some of her blockings are long, right? Like Wagner, I posted the clip of that guy, of that high player trying to block Wagner, and I talked about how he could have done something to escape the situation, but like sometimes like when
There's
the
no
Wagner player
real
is good
hope.
enough, some of the things I said are hard to deal with, like like shielding. That would have helped him if the person just kept doing the same thing over and over again. But if they saw him shielding and were like, okay, now it's time to throw, he would have actually got shield broken, and he would have been stuck again.
So what you're telling me is there's no real hope.
Well, the thing about Wagner is that she doesn't actually. Oh, I landed in some water. This is, in fact, not the ground I landed in. The thing about Wagner is that she doesn't actually have the best neutral. She just has really whack pressure, which he actually hits you. So because a couple of things. Meter burn. So she has installs, right, for her sword and her shield.
No, I literally only just now played her. I've never. I
okay,
didn't know
so-
she existed.
So she has the sword and shield moves, right?
Hmm.
And when she can buff both of them individually, and then the EX version of the buffs both of them at the same time, and is also an attack, right? It's like a move where she like puts them both up to her chest, and there's a big pillar of light that is an attack, right?
Yeah.
And when her weapons are buffed, when her sword is buffed, she gets a little bit extra damage. I'm pretty sure, but basically it gives her a follow up on her like the move where she like does the where she like spins and has the sword out, like that move. Yeah, it makes it so that she can get an air follow up on that move when it hits, right? So she can do a thing.
I'm letting you know that's just going all. This is going all over my head.
All right, the point is that EX install for Wagner is very plus. It's +9. So if she can gain meter during a block string, like by let's say gaining Vorpal and doing a chain shift,
Yeah.
she could basically get enough meter to do EX install again. And just cancel a block string into that, so that's +9. You have to respect it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
He's literally not understanding anything.
I'm doing the thing Brayton does. He's like, yeah,
I'm not
Yeah,
even
look into
thinking
that.
Any
He's
person
not even
does.
saying anything that he's not saying anything that's like over the top though.
Nah, he's
Yeah,
talking about
Vince
fucking. He's
dumbass.
talking about deep, fucking understanding how to play against a character. I'm good. Oof. That's too intense. Once characters start getting installs and shit, I'm done.
Is that real? Are you being serious?
Yeah, like nah.
It's not even that complicated. Wagner's installs aren't even that bad. They just kind of like the one for a sword gives her more.
Nah, man.
More damage and a
I
follow
play-
up, and the one for her shield.
Are you like genuinely unable to understand installs?
Like, I understand what an install is, but like as soon as you start explaining like a character's mechanics and it involves installs, I'm just not gonna listen because
Holy
there's
shit.
a reason why I play Inkiru and Akatsuki. It's because they're simple as fuck.
You still gotta learn the matchup, though.
I don't need to learn the matchup. I don't play it like that hard. I don't play it that hard.
Is that why you haven't beaten us yet?
I mean, maybe I don't fucking
He doesn't need
know.
to understand how Zamasu works because it's fuck.
I have
that.
actually literally never run into a Zamasu online.
Well, now
Zamasu's
Sonic
good.
Fox plays it, so it's gonna happen.
Mm.
Sonic Fox plays Zamasu, so you're gonna see him.
People are like characters low tier. They're not worth anyone's time. Wait till you see him in top 8. See how many of them you see online.
That's not the case with Enkidu though. Enkidu made top 8 actually.
I think it's because well, see, that's the thing though, is I've played Fighter Z since Sonic Fox switched to Zamasu, and I just still have never seen a Zamasu.
Are you sure you don't have the Zamasu filter on?
The Zamasu filter? Is that the completion rate? Is that what the Zamasu filter is?
The Zamasu looks at you and he's like, "You're a filthy human."
No, I think it's
Not
just
the
like because I think I'm still like Saiyan rank or something, or Namekian, which is higher.
So people don't know how to play Zamasu because he's too hard.
Either doesn't know how to play Zamasu, or everybody playing Zamasu is just already above me. So it's like not even a thing.
Yeah, Zamasu is too hard for people that are at your rank, so they instead play,
I'm willing to believe that.
Instead, at your rank, all you see is Goku Black.
I actually very
fucking
rarely see Goku
Bardock.
Black now. I see a lot of Bardock. I
Do
see
you
a
see
lot
lots
of
of Bardock cells in 16s? Is that still what it is at your rank?
No. I see cells. I see the no. I see a lot of Kid Buu. I see a lot of Kid Buu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Just because they can gorilla with 5B, be like, fuck you.
Basically. Whew. All right. I break.
When are you gonna get the PS4 version so that I can fight you on stream again?
When you
He's
gonna?
never getting a PS4.
Yeah. The answer to that question is when are you going to buy me a PS4?
Have you paid back Cesar?
You're a cuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I paid back Cesar a long time ago.
I saw Cesar yesterday at school. It was really weird. I didn't
How'd
say
that-
anything because he was talking to some girl I didn't know.
I think that was probably. I think he got a new girlfriend.
Damn, who was the other girl he was dating before?
Bridget, yeah.
Yeah, fuck Bridget.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
I
Bridget's
guess
also.
not, I guess not anymore.
Yeah, well, Bridget was kind of a bitch, so it's fine.
Oh, I thought she was fine.
Well, yeah. Kirby.
This game is reminding me of how bad I felt for On's friend.
Oh, yeah, Shiho. That she had a bad time.
Yeah, she had a very bad time. I feel bad for her. I
I
forgot
kind of,
about it.
I kind of wish Anne's fucking social link was more about Shiho instead of just like the end part being about Shiho. Know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to remember her end part. Oh, that's right. Like, okay, I'm trying to remember On's thing because like On wasn't the one who I was like gunning for the most. I finished hers. I believe. Did I finish hers? Did I get to 9? Let me actually check my items because I remember
finished
certain.
every party
Huh?
member except for Haru.
No, I didn't
That-
finish. All right, so I finished half of the party members because like it was the problem of I didn't focus on upgrading my skills fast enough. Where so it's like some people I was blocked by because it's like, hey, your compassion isn't high enough, and by the time I got high enough, it was too late.
See, I got lucky and then I was leveling
Compassionate
friendship.
motherfucker.
I leveled my kindness or whatever the fuck, friendship, whatever the hell, that one. So I could do Futaba. So I was high enough to get Sojiro's, and Sojiro's is the best in the game. So you know, there it is.
I heard great things about his. Like I was blocked by his too. I was super
So
sad.
Because
Sojiro's is pretty
level
good.
5. Yeah, it requires level 5 kindness or whatever the hell it is in that game.
I remember I
his
had
is
all
my
the
favorite.
stats maxed out by the end, but I didn't finish all the social links because I spent so much time building up stats and I didn't plan
Like,
out otherwise.
you know, I made sure I max. Like by the end of the game, I had almost everything maxed because I was like, all right, I don't have the time to hang out with people now, but what can I do? And now the only thing I'm missing is my guts is at 4. That's the only thing that's not maxed out now. So playthrough number 2. Here we go. Oh fuck, who was I supposed to be looking for? God damn it! Supposed to see these kids who got beat up.
Kids in the sex dungeon.
Yeah, a couple of them.
I'm back. What's everybody doing tonight?
What?
Yeah, playing Persona.
Playing which one? 5?
Yeah.
Maybe he's playing it again.
New Game Plus or just game?
How would I? New Game Plus.
I don't know.
Are you gonna fight the twins?
What?
Are you gonna do that to yourself this
Do that.
playthrough, Claude?
You can fight the twins?
You didn't fucking know that, dumbass.
No, I
You
didn't.
always fight these people.
I didn't complete the game.
Well, James, you're a fucking dumbass. Every Persona game ever, New Game Plus, you fight the warden as a New Game
I've
Plus.
never done a New Game Plus thing.
Every single game lets you fight the Velvet Room attendant.
I have never fucking finished a Persona game, let alone played New Game Plus.
Look at this Persona.
Remember
fan.
when James said that Alice was his favorite
You
developer?
done being a dumbass? So wait, that's never.
Why would I? What do they use? Like, are you just fighting them, or do they don't? Do
They use a bunch of they have a book that's full of personas they can use. They pull out a bunch of them.
They do have a, from what I understand, they have a completely scripted battle sequence though.
It's almost
brutal,
impossibly
but
difficult.
It's brutal as hell, but if you know what they're gonna do, then you can beat them.
Yeah, the strat is to use Yoshimitsu, I think is the guy, and let them kill all your party members.
Oh.
Or actually no, actually go in by yourself, no party members at all. Because what happens is if they have them, they'll just switch to a persona that has weaknesses, and they'll just chain everyone down forever, and you'll die. So go in by yourself and then use Yoshimitsu. That's all like decked out to have no weaknesses at all, and just spam like his big giant damaging attack, like his big movie that he learns. because he has the highest like DPS in the game. So
Yeah, and Atlas is my favorite developer because I love all of their games that I've played. I just never get around to
Never
completing
beat
them.
'em.
Yeah, for one reason or another, I just end up not beating them.
Why did you start like 5 super long games then?
Because I just was in the mood.
This is a dumbass.
Was in the mood.
No, you're a dumbass.
I'm
Like you
allowed.
started Breath of the Wild, which I get that one. That was easy to pick up and put down. But then like you started a bunch of like very story heavy long. What was the name list of all the games you played? You had Yakuza up there. You had Breath of the Wild. What else? Did you
Witcher
have?
3 was
Witcher
in there.
Yeah, Witcher 3 is like way down in the list in terms of like priority.
We're gonna learn that he's gonna pick up every single Elder Scrolls game just to say he started them.
No, fuck Elder Scrolls. I have no interest in that series. Like whatsoever.
Elder Scrolls games are good though.
They are.
If you say so, I never found an interest in them.
Well,
Hollow
it's an opinion of 2 irrational, intelligent people versus a dumbass. So,
To be fair, I'm not a fan of all those games either.
well, I mean,
so in order of my interest level of like playing them, it's Hollow Knight, Breath of the Wild, Yakuza, Final Fantasy 15, Monster Hunter, Warframe, Neo, Witcher 3, Dot Hack GU, and then P5 at the very bottom.
What about P3 and
P5 at the
P4?
bottom because PS4 is dead.
Well, no, I mean I can emulate
Yes,
P5
an
now.
emulator now.
Yeah.
But what happened to P3 and P4?
They are like directly below. All of the SMT games are directly below P5.
So if you can emulate and start from where you were, then what's the problem?
I can't start where I was.
Well, that's what I said. I said that because you'd have to replay the game. That's why I said
Which
that.
is fine because he skipped cutscenes.
Yeah. I would especially be.
He was like halfway through the game though. So it's
But he
like,
skipped cutscenes.
I mean, yes.
Now he can actually know what the story is.
He is a fool. He actively didn't pay attention for like all of the 4th dungeon.
Actually, I wonder.
I was there. I saw him do it with my eyes.
you witnessed it with your eye holes. Are you googling is James a dumbass?
No, I'm googling.
He's googling what happens at the end of Persona 3.
So he doesn't seem like a fraud.
No, I'm trying to see if you can import saves into the PS3 emulator.
Oh, yeah. So you can start at like the photos dungeon or whatever.
Yeah.
It's been a long time anyway. Just start over. It's not like you'd remember most of it.
I mean, I
That's not
remember.
even that big a memory.
I mean, I remember a good amount of like the first bit prior to fucking what's it called?
Learn with James, P5. Let's go.
Okay, so first dungeon is the gym teacher who is like a sexual molester, harasser, molester. He's one of those. To the point where he causes one of his students to kill herself, which happened to be Anne's friend.
Okay. Wait, no. You gotta let him go. Yeah, like learning.
That's
with James,
not
you have
wrong
to
though.
let
That's
him
literally the beginning. That's
No,
not wrong.
go. No, you are wrong though.
You are.
How am I
That's what
wrong?
James.
No, fuck you. How am I wrong?
I
did
think
not
it's-
die,
I think
James.
it's a semantics thing. He probably meant to say tried to kill herself.
Yeah.
He said he
But he's
had
an
her
idiot.
kill herself.
He
Like
said-
he didn't.
he
Not
said
attempted.
he not herself.
Because she
These
didn't
are things that like these are two very different.
Minor,
things.
minor
Attempted-
detail. She
minor
attempted to kill
detail.
Between
herself.
attempted
Minor.
and successful
But-
suicide.
Okay.
James.
Okay. So a
Bob
person
literally
dying
just
is a minor
said-
detail. Got it.
That she was part of Anne's fucking social link. Like that was the thing we said like fucking 20 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So anyway,
She-
Come on,
she
all right, but
came
yeah,
back-
part of
she
learning
came
with
back
James is
as
we
a
cannot
ghost.
correct him until afterwards. I'm gonna make that new thing. We'll call him out afterwards.
afterwards,
Go
good.
ahead, James. Continue.
Dude, it'd be
That makes
hard to
sense.
remember everything to correct him on then.
Yeah,
It's
keep notes.
fine. He
Take
has
notes.
to be let go to build up how wrong he is on the topic. Go ahead,
Anyway,
James, continue.
first dungeon, gym teacher, sexual harasser. One of the students attempts suicide. Anne's friend. That's and then that's kind of when. So Anne Ryuji, Anne Ryuji main character and what's his their name.
What?
I'm trying to remember the cat's name. Morgana.
Non-binary.
Morgana. Morgana.
Excuse me, he uses they pronouns.
Was Morgana like confirmed male? I don't.
Yes, he is confirmed
Yes,
male.
Morgana
Okay.
is a dude.
He wants to fuck Anne really bad.
Okay.
Really bad.
Okay. So yeah, and Morgana, they all go into the gym teacher's palace, which happens to be the school, and it's like a castle because it's like, you know, it's his castle because he rules over it. They end up changing his heart, or changing his heart. I'll just say that. Changing his heart, he admits to everything, and they realize like, wow, we can actually make a difference in this world. Second dungeon is Yojiro is the name of the painter, correct? Yojiro? No?
Why are you asking us?
Continue.
You're supposed to
We're
know
not allowed
this
to tell
shit.
you no. Just keep going.
Don't
Come on,
Google it.
He's fucking googling it.
Don't
We
Google
hear
it,
you,
you
Right,
coward.
you piece of shit.
Yojiro? That's not even a real name. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's
James,
racist.
continue.
Is that
Stop
what you said?
Googling.
I'm getting the character's name because I have to use his.
I hear googling. you
Yusuke.
fucker.
Oh, it's Yusuke. Okay. So yeah.
You said what? You said that earlier again. Also.
Yeah, I know. I just
Ah.
forgot his name. I literally didn't hang out with the dude, so I mean.
There it is.
Let me kill myself.
That fucking goldfish memory.
Continue.
So, the second palace is Yusuke's mentor. And it's his whole thing was he was using Yusuke to create copies of art. I think that was what it was. And also hiding the truth about Yusuke's like mom and I forgot the name of the painting, but the painting was actually a painting of his mom and Yusuke as a baby. I think it was the baby was like taken out of the in the future copies. I don't know. Yusuke joins the party after that. Third dungeon, I'm actually having. Well, what was the third dungeon was like a gangster, and third dungeon was a gangster, and that's how you get Makoto. And then fourth dungeon, I kind of do actually forget what the whole thing with the gangster was. I think he was, that's what it was. I think he was taking advantage of students or somehow. I think. Or yeah, and then the fourth dungeon was Futaba and the whole thing with her mom and that one I admittedly I was skipping cutscenes because of my whole thing with Futaba's character arc, and I just didn't want to see it at the time. And that's where I ended. That's where I stopped playing.
Now, before we go in on this, you
Yeah.
describe the dungeons. What is the story of the game?
What is the story? I mean, the team is attempting to change the hearts of adults that they deem like shitty adults, trying to change the hearts of shitty adults.
You better hope they never find out about you.
Yeah. The main character specifically got into the situation. What's the town's name? It's not Tokyo.
Yes, they live in Tokyo.
It is Tokyo? Okay.
Wait, don't correct them.
He got there because I want to say
Town. It's only one of the biggest cities in the fucking country.
He ended up in his situation because he attempted to stop a sexual harassment, and it turned out that guy was actually like a really important. I can't remember if he was a businessman or he was attempting to run for office. I want to say, but I think he was a businessman first.
What are people who attempt to run to office called?
No, let him go.
Well, no, I think
Let
he was
him
a
go
businessman first, and then was becoming a politician. I think.
It's painful to listen
I
to.
didn't really see many cutscenes with him in them. So, anyway, so he ends up like fucking over the MC, and the MC moves to Tokyo to live with Sojiro. And then, you know, through various means, he meets all the other cast members. And essentially they're like, yeah, we can change the hearts of these shitty adults and try and make the world a better place. That's...
Man, why do you even play games when you obviously don't pay any attention to the story?
It has been 2 years.
I like that James talks about how he loves story-based games, and yet he hasn't beat any of them, and he doesn't remember what happened in any of them either.
Also, how the fuck did you not know this? You go to Shibuya, James.
I don't know where Shibuya is.
Holy shit.
Why would I?
James doesn't know anything about Japan.
Not really. Not really. No.
He's not an advanced weeb like I am.
Dude, I'm not an
Back
advanced
again, my
weeb, and
fellow.
I know the.
Hey
fucking
George,
locations
you
of
just
Tokyo.
missed a learning with James.
Well, he didn't play P5.
Oh,
all
well
the way
then,
through,
well
so-
then, perfect. I mean, neither did I. So whatever.
A lot of stuff, some of the stuff you had like kind of right, and then other things you were like, I don't know what you're
I don't
talking
know
about.
what I cut out
The
there,
best
but yeah.
he had was half correct.
What was the
Yeah.
learning?
Persona
P5.
5.
It was
'cause he
the
talking about
it
it.
was the unlearning of Persona 5 presented by
Oh.
James.
Did you choose the shittiest waifu?
He
No,
didn't finish
I
the
picked
game.
Kawakami.
No, you didn't because you didn't get that far in the game. You literally didn't get far enough in the game to pick anybody.
Yeah, so you didn't pick anybody.
Yeah, you fraud.
Fuck yourself.
Damn. What a bitch.
James,
What's up?
I want to keep the train running. Let's go on learning with James P4.
Oh.
P4 is I have actually I don't think I've even booted my copy of P4.
Holy fuck.
Yikes! So what the fuck is that you tell me your favorite character is Margaret? That's again. So you said it wasn't a lie.
Because
That's just 'cause you looked at the
P4 Arena. Because
on the
P4
box.
Arena.
But then you said like an hour ago that you didn't play the game like that. She also isn't even in it. She's DLC.
Yeah,
She's
I
not
had
in
the DLC for that game.
Story at all. That's
Oh,
for what? Persona 4
sake.
Ultimax?
Yeah, Ultimate. I forgot there was 2 different versions. Yeah.
No, but she's not
Oh.
in the original version, you fucking fool.
Well, I forgot that I
Yes,
only
yes,
had
we know you
Ultimax.
forget,
I
but
didn't
you
realize
fucking
that
remember it.
Ultimax was the new version.
So she's your favorite based on what? Based on the fact that she's got good moves?
Yeah.
In Persona 4? Oh my god, I hate you so much.
Holy shit.
Not-
Exposed so
It's-
hard.
it's-
Man,
it's-
I thought you played these games to some extent. Here I'm hearing you
No.
didn't even boot Persona 4.
I hate you so much.
I'm beginning.
We've had conversations about how the villain of P4 is the best. Where
Yeah.
are you coming? Where did you get this information?
Well,
I'm-
I've watched video essays on the
He's
Persona
watched
games.
video
I've
essays.
watched
Oh.
videos.
He's watching me video
But I want to say I was I want to
The
say
rage.
I want to say I was spoiled on who the culprit was prior to that. I want to say that, but I'm not positive.
Well,
You're a
that's maybe
dumbass
because we
and
were
you don't
watching
remember.
video essays on something instead of playing it.
That's
Yes.
well, okay. In my defense,
What defense?
I didn't have a copy of Persona 4 for very long. Like I have it now, but I didn't always have it. So it's like, yeah.
Learning with James, Persona 3. Let's go.
All
Oh,
right.
learning with James, Persona 3? Fuck.
I can't
See,
help
that one's really rough because I've played.
Oh no!
I've played no. See, so because here's the level of time I put
Oh,
into the Persona
no.
games. It's Persona
Oh,
5,
no.
Persona 3, and then Persona 4. But Persona 3 is like I don't think I got far enough to be really introduced into the main plot. The last thing I remember was Was not Junji. It was what's his fucking name? Baseball. Junpei. Thank you. I knew it was June something. It was the last thing I remember was Junpei. It was a train. You were in a train car and Junpei goes running off.
That's like the. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, like I didn't get that far in P5 just for various reasons. Sorry, or P3. I'm sorry. I just.
Now let me take a step back because I need to remember because now I forgot something. You said the reason that Atlas is your favorite developer is because you love all their story-based games.
Yeah, I mean, every time I play their games,
this is a legitimate
Why
question.
haven't you? Why haven't you actually
Which
played
Atlas
any?
games have you finished? As a sincere question.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh no. Well, I thought you beat Nocturne. Did you lie to me?
Did I say I beat Nocturne?
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Oh no.
I played less Nocturne than I played P3.
Oh my god, you told me you beat Nocturne when I
Oh,
asked you, you
God.
fucking fool. You were like, give me back my Nocturne. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
beat it.
give me
And then
the-
I give it back to you and you say, you're like, thank you, so I can probably beat Nocturne. And I was like, hey, did you play Nocturne? And you're like, yeah, I beat it. And then you're like,
my web is being is tearing apart.
What web?
Web,
The
it's not
fucking
even a
idiot
web.
who lies constantly.
God, I think I even
fucking
talked to you about like how cool Satan is in fucking Nocturne because there's the whole thing with he's in the wheelchair and he's got the staff. It's super good, and the staff is just the thing that proves that he beat up all the demons because he doesn't need the staff because he's in a wheelchair.
Why is the staff what proves that he beat all the demons?
Because he took it from the demons, right? That was like the thing, and so it's his character design. You see, he's like an old man in a wheelchair, but he has a walking stick, and you're like, why do you have a walking stick when you're in a wheelchair? It's very obvious you don't need that. And he's like, he just
Okay.
carries it because it proves how big and strong he is.
Okay. But anyway, the reason why Alex is my favorite developer and why I say I love all of their story-based games is because I genuinely do enjoy the games that I play. I just, for whatever reason, don't get around to finishing them. But what I've actually played,
them halfway.
but what I've actually played, I love.
But
So-
not enough to finish them. I'm like, that's not even a dig at you. That's just actual confusion.
Well, no, it's just I get caught up with other games.
You haven't played more than half of any single Atlas game, from what I'm hearing.
I just get caught up with other games is all. I just get caught up.
Oh.
Because you love those games that you're currently playing so much that you just immediately lose.
I mean, Skylar and I said our favorite was Platinum, and I can't speak for Skylar, but I've beaten every Platinum game I played.
Yeah, I haven't beaten Wonderful 101.
You know what? I haven't beaten that one either. I forgot about that. I did play a good bit of it, but that one I did not beat.
Yeah,
I sold
played
my
it.
Wii U.
I beat Nier Automata. I got like I think it was 7 missions into Bayonetta, and I got caught up with something else.
Yeah, I'm
Missions?
gonna kill you.
What are you talking? Wait, what missions?
Well, because I'm sorry, not
Talking about
levels, not missions.
okay,
missions
okay,
are what they
okay,
call
okay.
each fight.
So you said you've beaten this, but you also said you've beaten Nocturne. How can we trust you?
Because I know I can. Oh man.
You've already lied to us about emails, and now you're lying to Skylar about games you've beaten.
No. I have for a fact.
Wait, Skylar, didn't he say he read something? Like he told you one day out of nowhere, you're like, yeah, no, I finished that, or I read that, and then you were like, he admitted later he never did the thing, and you're like, why did you lie to me?
Yeah, I forget what it was. I can't remember. Was it My Hero Academia or was that a different thing? Because there was the time he told us that he read My Hero Academia and then he didn't.
Yeah, he said he finished it. He said he finished MHA.
Yeah, but it might have been another thing that he was like, why he just told me that he finished it and then he didn't.
Why do you choose to lie to us?
Yeah, what James,
Why are you such a terrible
this is an intervention. Are you still on stream?
I'm still on stream. Yeah. I'm still on stream.
That's Dixie and Con scum. That James is not a person.
Why are you such a terrible thing?
God damn.
Like, these lies don't have any payoff. Like, I don't understand.
Just disappointment.
He does it to feel cool so he can make more friends.
Maybe.
God damn.
Except he doesn't make friends, he just makes more enemies. And everyone thinks he's a
Because
bitch.
it's so easy to figure out when you're lying.
So I'm just gonna have to say it now. Like, at no point that he ever says anything about a game in any sort of way that assumes authority on the knowledge, we can automatically call bullshit on it.
That's already
He
the
doesn't-
case.
I want to say, Skylar, have you not seen me play Nier Automata? You must have seen me play it at least
No,
once.
I saw. Actually, I
Play.
can confirm that he beat it because I saw that he has all the trophies. Like he has the trophies for on PSN. I saw that he got the trophy for getting ending E. Right, I saw that occurred,
Okay.
and you can't buy achievements until you get ending E. So, if maybe he bought the other ones, but yeah.
Retroactively go back. Why didn't you buy the achievements? That's such a bizarre thing.
Because who gives a shit about achievements?
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm about to look through your achievements to see what games you've talked about and be like, all right, what is it possible I'd be about?
Go ahead, I guess.
Achievements or it didn't happen.
Yeah, he has a lot of achievements in Nier Automata, so I'm not gonna even.
I mean, can we even
Did
give
you-
that to
did
him?
you
Because
beat
he's just
Phantom Pain?
autistic, so he wants to try to finish everything. Would that
James,
even?
did you beat the Phantom Pain?
Yes.
Define beat.
I got the.
Looked at the meme.
Just got to the true ending.
Oh god, which one's the true ending again? I generally.
There's one true ending, James. There's no way you can't know
It's
that.
Well,
it'll
that's
be
all I
well.
need to hear.
Oh, I mean
Yes,
the
you
true
did,
ending.
you
The
did.
true ending with the with the reveal of who of who you are. Yes.
Stop.
That's all I said.
Wait,
No,
all right,
but George is playing the games, and that sentence is enough to.
It's fine. I didn't.
revealing the
You
thing.
fucked it, you piece of shit.
But yeah, no, I see the trophy of it. Truth, the man who sold the world. You beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he told the truth about something.
You beat Dark Souls 2?
God, why would you want to
I
beat Dark
beat
Souls?
the original Dark Souls 2. I did not beat Scholars of the First Sin.
Dark Souls 2 had good PvP.
I hated Dark Souls 2.
It was the weakest. It was the weakest.
I don't
Dark
think
Souls
I
3?
don't think I could say I hated it, but it wasn't my
I did beat
favorite.
Dark Souls 3.
I hated it for the sense of like it's such a minor thing, but like yeah. So if you're circle strafing someone and then you try to attack them behind, if you're strafing and hit an attack, your weapon, your attack will shift in the direction that you're strafing. So because I use greatsword and like heavy weapons, a lot of them have like big overhead attacks. I would miss almost every time unless I stopped moving in the middle of my strafe every time. That's the only game in any of the Souls game, even Bloodborne, that does that, and it's so infuriating.
Yeah, and it's obvious why it never showed up again.
That was the first thing that changed when
Like, oh
DS3 came,
shit,
or the first thing I
this
noticed.
sucks ass, and people don't like it.
Dark Souls 3.
I should play more Dark Souls 3. I mean, I've beaten it, but there's DLC out now, right?
Yeah, I didn't play
Bloodborne.
any of the
Yeah.
DLC for it.
I have to download and play the DLC for Bloodborne. I've just been sitting on it.
The Bloodborne DLC is godlike.
I heard it's really good. That's why I need to play it. I mean, I've basically gotten everything else in Bloodborne. I did everything I could, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. And then the DLC came out, and I was like,
I forgot Zombie was a game.
Oh, Zombie. Yeah, everyone did. Everyone forgot.
Zombie.
Fuck.
You mean Zombie U?
Zombie.
Oh, that fucking thing.
Yeah.
That
When it got
fucking-
when it
wasn't
got
like its
released
main
on
draw?
PS4, they dropped the U because it was make sense.
Wasn't its main draw that like fucking you die almost instantly?
Yeah,
One
it's
what?
you have one life. That's the draw.
Yeah, and then you can go out there and get your stuff back from the zombies, or other people can get your stuff.
Yeah.
I played it very briefly, and I was like, this is not entertaining all that much, and I just kind of lost interest and moved on to other games.
See, the fact that James plays a lot of games on PC means I can't fact check him on as much as I'd like to.
Why not? Don't you
It's
have my
kinda-
achievements like right there?
On your PC?
Steam achievements, he means.
Well,
But you can check Steam
Not
achievements.
all of them are on Steam, though.
yeah, but I already
I'm
told
not
you
on
what
Steam.
games I beat.
Because he pirates games a lot.
Yes,
But you've
and we
already
totally
proven you
believe you.
lied about games you've beaten.
Yes.
Okay.
I
well,
told you what I've done, and you just now learned that.
I think I literally
have.
have a group of games on my Steam account that are just title games I've beaten. Yes, I do. Games I've beaten. BioShock, BioShock 2, Dark Souls 2, Dead Space 2, Dying Light, Fear 1 and 2, Game Dev Tycoon, which is...
Did you not beat Dead Space 1?
No, I beat Dead Space 1 on the 360.
Okay.
Left 4 Dead 2, Portal 1 and Portal 2 just recently, and Resident Evil 7.
Just recently.
Yeah, because I didn't have a copy of Portal 2, so I just...
What Resident Evil games have you beaten?
Resident Evil 7. I didn't start with a Resident Evil game until 7.
To be fair, that's not actually a bad thing because 7 is phenomenal as far as the Resi goes.
No, what are you talking
Haven't
about?
I
Are you
had conversations with you about like Leon and how great he is?
I mean, I watched the LP, so I saw.
There we go.
I've watched LP.
You watched the LP.
Well, yeah, but I've been, like, if we're talking about just Leon in general, I've been able to see Leon in action, like as a character, not even like gameplay wise, just as a character. I like him. He's cool. Oh, I also
That's
beat
fine.
Evil Within 2.
I'll accept that.
Yeah, like that, because that's not a lie. You never said you played it. We just talked about the character.
Yeah, and
It's not like you lie
I
about
played.
being
I
an
forgot. I played RE4. I didn't beat it, but I played it.
It's a really
Oh,
good
did you-
game. Why didn't you beat it?
You should play it.
It's another one of those things. It's just something else came up, and I got distracted, or I got burnt out, and I the backlog is never ending. Never
Just want a
ending.
dumbass like you
See-
keeps buying fucking 60-hour games. Dumb fuck.
See, like, what I don't understand. Like, I get it because there's sometimes like I have a lot of games that like I have and I've not started because
Mhm.
like a lot of it comes from like, hey, PS Plus get 2 free games. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
like, and it just stocks up really quick. And
Well,
other times
the-
there's like games, huh?
I don't think those counts. Those are like fucking gray health. I don't think that counts. I think games that you like legit just buy. That's
yeah.
what I consider.
Yeah. If you purchase the game, you should beat it.
Yeah. So I mean, I've done that with a couple of things. Like I remember there was a what's it called I almost said fucking Blood Blockade Battlefront or whatever. No, Battle Chef Brigade. Like that one was on sale, and I was like, I'm gonna get to that later, and I bought it because like I'll do that with some games on sale if it's like I don't want to play this right now because I have other things, but like this price is a steal. I did that with Banner Saga. I need to start Banner Saga too.
Bruh, Banner Saga is so fucking good.
Yeah, like I that I'll do. But like I'm not gonna pick up 8 games and play them all at the same time and then never finish them.
Well, in the case of like my console games, I would typically beat the games on my consoles, or at least try and get as far as I can before switching over to a new game. Usually what happens is like a new game that I was looking forward to comes out, and I'll be like, well shit, I want to play that. As far as the PC games, like this library of like I think it's almost 300 games has been building up since like I had a laptop, and I knew I would just buy games that I could not run until like now, because I was like, oh man, I can't wait to finally be able to play this in like whenever. And like and a lot of the games are from like Humble Bundles and stuff, so it's like I just end up with a massive pile of games.
I feel like for me, the only time I know I pick up something, and then I might not finish it, is the rare occasions when the release window is just fucked up, like the legendary fucking Q1 of last year, where it's like good game every other week.
And this quarter upcoming,
What's coming up this coming quarter?
it's
I have
fucking
no
legendary
idea,
for me
honestly.
for sure.
Like all I know, I mean, nothing I want. I don't want goddamn wait, we're still in Q3, right?
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, it's the next one's Q4. Who's coming? There's Red Dead. Well, I don't really want Red Dead. There's Smash. There's what the fuck is coming out? I know a lot of games cleared out of this quarter.
Well, now Battlefield fucking 5.
Oh yeah, that one. I don't care anything about that one either. So I'm
that's
safe.
That's the correct response at this point.
But I mean, last year was just bad for the like. Okay, what did we have in close succession? We had RA7, we had Yakuza 0, we had Nier Automata, we had Persona 5, we had Neo. I know there was at least 3 other games that were like high profile that came out. I didn't play it, but there was Horizon Zero Dawn. There was what?
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2 came out like October last year.
Did it? I have no idea anymore. I honestly stopped paying attention.
Either way, that game was a shit show on its own.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm talking about like legitimately just like high profile, like just coming. Like I named off 6, but I know I'm missing at least 1 or 2 from early last year.
Yeah, I can't remember.
We're like the big problem with it is like they were all coming out like each game, like there was a like maybe a 2-week gap between each of those. And yeah, I mean there's some games that have heavy release windows, but that was one of the rare occasions where everything coming out was in my interest list. I think of those big games that came out, the only ones I'm still chipping away at Yakuza, and I put down Neo.
I really do.
It's unfortunate because that's a good game.
Work through my fucking backlog. It's massive. Because I'll do the thing where I'll buy several games at a time that I've been interested in, which really fucks me.
Yeah,
I think we all have that problem.
Yeah, especially when there's a sale. Gotta love sales.
Yeah, the sale is that's the number one time I'll be like, I want this thing, I just don't want to play it now. Let me pick it up while it's like 60% off.
And then you completely forget you have it.
Like I almost did that shit for because I have a vague interest in Tales games. I played Tales of the Abyss. I thought it was fun. And Tales of Berseria was on sale last week. It was like $16. I was like,
oh, I should have got it then. Fuck, my friend wanted me to play that.
I have Tales of Berseria. I haven't played it though.
My friend says it's really good. He's played like a bunch of the Tales games.
I played
likes it a lot.
several. The last Tales game was that I played was the one before Berseria. I forget the name now.
Zestiria?
I think so. No, I actually didn't play that one either, did I? I have them both. Fuck. I wish it was Vesperia, but I know I played a couple of them as it. Tales of Vesperia is fantastic.
I've played a bit of Symphonia. I played a bit of Symphonia, and I played Tales of Grace's F.
I think it was Grace's F, yeah.
Both of those we played in co-op, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, I think Grace's F was the last one I played. I really wish that the I don't think they actually no was it no, it's Tales of Xillia, I think, was the last one I played.
Oh yeah, I think that is the last. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was the one right before Zestiria and Berseria. I played Xillia 2 also briefly, but I didn't finish it. I started it and then I lost interest after a little bit. I did finish Xillia 1. It's kind of an interesting thing they did with those games. So I know I finished most of the Grace's games, Tales games I've played. Although I didn't finish Vesperia because I sold my Xbox before I finished it. And I didn't have access to a Nintendo console long enough to finish Tales of Hearts.
Part of me really wants to get a 3DS specifically because like I've wanted to play SMT4 because I've heard nothing but fantastic things. Well, that's not the only reason I'd want a 3DS again, but fuck, I'd be getting a 2DS. I would not get a 3DS.
There's a lot of reasons to get a DS system. I would get a 3DS just because I don't like the design of the 2DS, even though I like the price point.
No, they've remade the 2DS so it looks just like a 3DS.
Oh, that's right.
Because like I never I think I once or twice used the 3D feature when I first got it, and then I just never touched it again.
There's literally no point using the 3D feature. It's just there to hurt your eyes.
Yeah, it makes your brain hurt.
I tried to play a little bit on Kid Icarus.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Using Kid Icarus, Uprising.
Well, I mean that and the fact that most of the games.
That's a way to hurt your brain and your hands.
As bad as it is, as bad as it felt to play it, it was a really good game, and I wish he was allowed to make another one with a better control scheme on the Switch.
Yeah, somehow make your hands hurt even more on the Switch.
Sakurai, please make another. I'd actually really love that because the dialogue was great. I think that was my favorite. I thought I beat the game, and I was like, that game's pretty short, whatever. And then Hades just rips through the end credit scene and be like, nah, you got another like half
You
a
were a
game to
fool.
play.
There's like 8 hours left, you fool.
That's actually great. I really like that, and I like the dialogue between like characters.
Yeah, Dark Pit and Palutena and Pit all have like great.
Palutena is actually top tier.
Palutena is fantastic in that
I do
game.
legitimately like the games that do that, where they fuck with your expectations by like, okay, here's the end, or they give you a choice that fucks you.
Speaking of choices that fuck me, I'll like before when I was still a smooth brain, right? I played Persona 4 on the Vita and I loved it. That's when I first played it. And I got a bad ending, but I wasn't conscious of the concept of bad endings. I was like, they were like, hey, should we throw him in the TV? Or should we set him up?
You got that ending?
Yeah, and
Shit,
I was like, I'm not gonna throw him in the TV,
sucks.
but they're like, was it someone else? And I was like, nah, it was him. And I didn't think about it too hard. And I got like
You
it was
fucked up
super.
that sequence.
Yeah, I fucked up super bad. And then we were like, yeah, he went to jail, and then people were like, something doesn't feel right, and there was still fog everywhere, and like the game basically ended. I was like,
And then
sucks.
Nanako dies.
She did not die.
Oh, that's so you got like a less bad ending then.
Yeah,
he got
because in that
so-
sequence,
worst
you feel
ending.
usually Nanako dies.
Yeah.
So I mean, because she got bad, but like the fog was still everywhere. I was like, this was a great game with a bad ending. Like in my opinion, like I wasn't used to the concept of bad ends, so I thought I was done there. I told my friend about how much I love the game, and then I just happened to be in his room. Like this is when I was in training. I just happened to be in his room one day, and I saw him fighting this like giant sphere in the sky. I was like, what the hell is that? He's like, it's the last boss. I was like, no, the last boss was in heaven. What happened? Like, and then I was just talking to him, and he told me about how he had to like it's like, no, you gotta
You have to do
you gotta
shit.
yeah, you have to pick the right person when you pick. I was like, oh, I thought it was him, and I went back and replayed the game, and like that's what was like really sold me on Persona, because I loved the game up until that point. I was just like, this ending sucks.
That's probably the best part about Persona 4 was the fact that right at the end you can completely fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, you could actually fuck it up completely.
I mean, I would have been fully. Like, I fully thought that was the actual ending. I didn't find out till like 4 months later that I was
Why
wrong.
you rotate your saves, boys?
It's also the bizarre part. You have to pay attention throughout most of the story, otherwise, yeah, you get yourself fucked at the end.
Well, like,
It also
it's all
kinda
subtle
sucks
hints. He's not
because,
super obvious because he comes across as a klutz.
You can
good
guess.
mystery. That's the point.
He is the person you can guess. Like if you think about it, he's the guy that you guess, but you have to like actually pay attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They hit
love
it really
the
well.
joke.
They don't make it very obvious that he's the one doing it, but they give you enough clues that you can piece it together.
I love the joke endings where if you pick Nanako, and so you go to her to the house, and it's like, yeah, those are pretty funny. Like the memes or whatever of like if Nanako was the killer, it's good shit.
Are you telling me she isn't?
Yeah,
Fuck!
that's what I'm telling you. She did not almost intentionally kill herself.
Damn it! I was really banking on
Kidnapped.
that.
I was actually kind of like alarmed when
That-
she was
that's still-
kidnapped. I was like, please don't hurt her.
Yeah,
Please,
that's most.
please.
And of course, then when you find out she can actually die.
That sequence.
But I remember one game I played it a long time ago. It was a really small game based on a fairly popular Japanese saga, like fucking series called, what is it, Metal Max, which is basically Japan's version of Mad Max. Just think Mad Max but with tanks.
Is Japan's version of Mad Max not
Fist of
fucking
the North Star.
Fist of the North Star? Yeah.
No, this is the video game, not the anime.
Speaking of which, have you guys played the demo yet for the Fist of the North Star game?
No.
Oh, is it on PSN? I should get that like
yes,
tomorrow.
it is. The demo is out right now.
I'm gonna get it tomorrow.
But anyway, there was the one game that came to the U.S. From that particular series called Metal Saga, and at the very beginning of the game, it gives you an option. It's like, do you want to be an awesome adventure? Like, do you want to go on an awesome adventure, or do you want to stay home with your mom and be a mechanic? and if you choose that, it like guilt trips you with all the shit you could do. And it's like, okay, game over. First fucking thing you do.
I like a couple games do that. I didn't play like the whole Paper Mario series, but apparently that's a thing in one of them. The one I did see that in is the Enter the Matrix. So like no, not Enter the Matrix, because Enter the Matrix was the one you play with Naomi and like Ghost. But there was Path of Neo, right? And it's see when you're sitting down with Morpheus. He's like, all right, well, he goes through the whole speech. He's like, all right, now which pill would you like? Would you like the red pill, go down the rabbit hole, all that shit, or blue pill and just wake up and you know it's a dream? And if you pick the blue pill, it's like, oh, okay, bye. And it kicks you back to the title screen.
I do love it when games give you that option and they're just like, oh, well, you weren't supposed to do that, but fuck you anyway.
It's like the game won't exist if you do this.
It's like you literally have to have impetus at this point. If you don't, well.
I also find like that's my favorite thing in any type of like media where like a thing was only a problem like they could, like because of something stupid it could easily be resolved. Like my favorite still is Rambo would not have happened if they just left him alone and let him get a burger like he wanted.
Yeah.
James, did you see Rambo?
No.
It's a good movie. You should watch Rambo.
At least he admitted he didn't see it.
James, all right, that's the one James is good about. Well, he'll be honest if he has not seen a movie. But there'll be classics that he needs to say that he'll be like, "No, I'm not interested." Like when we were talking to him about The Warriors, because he has not seen The Warriors.
I have a copy of it on my computer.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, never mind. I lied.
Wow. Really out here just gonna lie to me, huh?
Dude, you of all people.
That's the joke.
Yeah, and you're a dumbass. What's your point?
Okay.
Ugh.
So, how money went sweet.
Casting of this movie isn't the problem. Only in rare cases, casting of it is so bad that it wouldn't film. Good script, good director, anything.
Who's watching fucking Red Letter Media?
Mexican. That Lindsay Lohan play a drug-addled stripper. Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, talented, very funny on Saturday Night Live. Cliff McCarthy, some funny role, good comedic timing. So smart. I didn't see the heat. Thought it was another